Woof.
Mage looks down at themselves, looks back at her.
I
believe
would like to describe. Everyone has seen this woman in a Walmart parking lot at least once in their lives. Just so we're all on the same page.
Pancake makeup that looks like a fucking clown.
I believe our intellect levels are drastically different.
I'm sure we agree.
Yes, perhaps you have
Oh my
fallen
god.
below my bar of standards. So I wish to drop to your level so we can see eye to eye.
The
And the mage will
Jacobin!
smile.
Why, you insufferable! She's getting red in the face. I'll speak to your.
Make sure you breathe. It seems like you're short of breath as your face is changing color.
I know. God, I'm being accosted. God! And you can see like a couple people look over, and then they continue walking. This is. And she like starts tromping past you, bumping into you again, and she's heading around over towards where you can see there is a knight.
You have not answered my question.
Done answering anything from you, ungrateful ruffians. This is town come to. Guard! And definitely at this point, Kaylin, you've seen the commotion that's happening.
I've not taken my eyes off Mage. I'm just watching this unfold. I'll just turn around to the captain and hold my hand out for some of the bread.
He tears the end of his loaf off and passes it to you. There's some cheese here. Breaks off a chunk of cheese.
You might want to keep shopping real quick.
I'll get scarce, yeah. And he keeps moving on. Mage, she has walked over and is deep into explaining how you're a horrible person to this well-armored figure whose the front of their breastplate has a large R embossed on it. This guy looks tired. He's leaning on a halberd. He doesn't really seem to want anything to do with her, but he's just like, yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'll investigate it once. Please go about your day. And he's very clearly trying to get her to go on past him and usher her out of the market. But she is very insistent that he come and arrest you for talking to her and slightly bumping into her.
Kaylin, how am I supposed to interact with the less intellect?
Usually just don't. If they're that annoying, like, just walk past them, don't listen to what they say.
I don't think she was annoying. I just think that she perhaps needed an opportunity to learn.
Some people are stuck in their ways. They don't want to learn.
I think everybody should learn. Oh, I hope you had a good poop.
Fucking god.
Am I socializing okay?
I guess most people don't like talking about their poop unless you're like close friends.
That's strange. Everybody does it.
Well, when they say I'm gonna go poop,
Everybody
it's not
poops. A mage book.
One of the mage books is Everybody Poops.
That's not wrong. Are you gonna wait for her to come back so she can annoy you again, or do you want to keep shopping?
I was not annoyed. Would it be rude to simply leave her? Our conversations seemed unfinished. I think perhaps she wished to bring another into our conversation.
Do you want to keep speaking with her?
Of course.
Okay. Let's wait.
Excuse me. Yeah, that's the one right there. Him and his big brute of a wife.
Oh god.
Kaylin, are you my wife?
Sir,
No,
ma'am.
like I said, not intelligent.
I have a
don't
duty
really
to
know our
ask you
relationship.
to refrain from causing disturbances in the market square. If you could please continue moving on, everyone can go back to their shopping for today. This doesn't need to become an incident.
She spoke to me, kind sir, and I assumed that means she wished for conversation, and I partook. And then
I wish nothing from you!
her lack of intelligence was
How
not
dare you!
it's not
This is the
computing with
kind
my
of talk I'm
intellect.
speaking of.
So I am simply wishing to see from her perspective, without damaging my own brain.
What you want and what she wants. Look, all I'm here to do is tell you to keep moving on. Both of you leave each other alone. Got it?
Is this how we properly engage with each other when we bump shoulders? Is I should pull you to then tell us to move on?
No, most people, and he gives a little bit of a glare, would just simply continue walking by and not make a whole kerfuffle about it. Some people are, and it's best to leave those people alone.
But that's the bit that confuses me, is that she engaged in conversation, and I figured that meant she wished to partake.
I can't explain to you, sir, what happened. You know as good as well as I the situation. She simply must be arrested for this kind of conduct. I'm sure I saw some kind of magic about his person. He's clearly a witch. Ma'am, there's no indication of that simply because somebody does not understand. You came in on a ship. Yes, you're a traveler. You're not from here. This is just, simply a cultural difference, I'm sure. You could have your escort lead you somewhere else in the market. I'm sure we can all go back to having a wonderful day.
Well, sir, I am learning so much about this city thanks to you. This is already
Outstanding.
a wonderful day.
I'm very glad for you. Please, why don't you try the chicken kebab stand? My personal recommendation.
Kill, do you hear that? Take us to the chicken kebab stand.
Yeah.
You hear
I
an
saw this-
outraged, you hear an outraged shriek, and he turns back to like start holding her back as she's trying to get past him towards Mage.
Me and the guards share eye contact and give that glance between two people that hate their jobs.
The look of mutual pain.
This guy wants to die so badly.
All right, let's
You're both
look
just
for
like
the kebabs.
awful.
I'll have you know I don't have any money.
I have mine.
Cool. Let's look for some food.
All right, you guys go looking for the chicken kebab stand. Kuat Adelante, where did you go after your trip to the spice shop?
Perusing. I'm following Alante since I've made my procurement.
I guess I would just try to look for the rest of them because that was like my only objective.
Okay, you would find them enjoying jerk chicken on a kebab. Sans, Captain Lascar, I'll say you guys are over. Why don't we go over here? This other red and yellow tent over here.
Quick, get him. Break their legs.
Break their leg.
Some new customers. Welcome to the Hot Brothers Incorporated.
Why do you guys call it that?
Cause me and my brother sell the hottest peppers in all of Riftheim.
Oh,
Oh,
Grown specially and imported from the southern continent of Faerun.
that
Right.
sounds
Can't get
pretty
this
good.
kind of heat anywhere in the Lifeless Yonder. You know why they call it the Lifeless Yonder? Because they don't got peppers like these. And what's life without them?
you know, I'm slightly confused by your whole pitch here. Am I supposed to want peppers because of this?
I hold out my final gold piece.
Yes, you are. We sell our spiced products, our chicken in various forms, as well as our signature hot sauce, and you can buy the fresh peppers from, well, the southern end of Faerun, hand carried all the way here.
That sounds pretty good.
Spicy chicken.
You hand carry
What can I get you, my lady,
You
lady
hand
knight?
you hand carried these peppers.
Hand delivered.
Would they not be rotted by the time they arrived?
Magical. We live in a magical time, my friend.
Are you using magic?
Oh no, I would never be caught dead.
But you would be caught alive.
They're transported in a crate of stasis until they reach the Lifeless Yonder border, where they're handed over and shipped into the city.
Does that still not mean you use? How do laws?
I've never
exist?
touched this stuff.
Then how did the peppers get here if you've never touched them?
They're
Give me
shipped
the-
here.
Kaylin, I believe this man is lying. You should save your gold.
Give me the spicy chicken.
Of course you can.
It's
How
just
much would you
fucking
like? Would you
ridiculous.
Oh
a
my
whole
God.
gold
Wait,
worth?
wait, can I have some, please? I want some spicy chicken.
Yeah, you guys can all have spicy chicken. Everybody's having spicy chicken.
Spicy
A
chicken.
a kebab is 5 copper.
Except
Oh.
Mage.
If you want a
Okay.
larger meal, they're increasingly more expensive.
Mage is suspicious by the process of which they import their pepper.
You know, some things are not so literal.
Well, if they're not literal, why would they say it?
Showmanship. It's something I
It's
think you
fine.
need to learn from. If we find a theater, we could teach you quite a few things.
5 of your spiciest.
Five of my spiciest. Okay. You see that so there are a couple different sauces that the kebabs can be dipped in, and most of them, he pulls out a ladle and like drizzles it on. For you, he says, "Our spiciest? Do you want the above the board spicy or the below the board spicy?"
Oh, like,
You're keeping them below the boards.
like,
This is not
You know.
hygienic.
Like, I'm not gonna make you sign this waiver here, and I'll give you as much spice as you can handle. All right. A silver each then. And he'll take the kebabs and wholesale dunk them into what appears to be the spiciest sauce. As he uncovers the lid of it, the heat stings all of your eyes, standing near this tent.
that's how you know it tastes good.
And he'll pass them over, dripping with hot sauce with a large napkin.
Oh,
Here's your change.
thank you.
Of course, enjoy. Feel free to come back and visit the Hot Brothers whenever you want.
The Hot Brothers. Jesus.
On single tier.
Single tier of deliciousness.
King's Chic.
It's
Not bad.
so good.
The food is in
Spicy
the
melange.
gallows snub. I eat.
You eat, it's delicious. Give me a con save
Oh god.
for how spicy it is.
I had a feeling this was coming.
Okay, an 18 will save. It's hot and your mouth is on fire, but you love it. It's exactly what you asked for.
Fire.
You are
I get-
fairly breathing fire. Kale's doing the ha thing.
I get mad when my local Indian place doesn't burn me.
Yes. This is the way. Adelante, you wanted some spicy chicken too?
Yes.
How on a scale of 1 to 3, how spicy?
Ooh, I wanted it. I want that above board.
Hmm.
Okay, the
Yeah.
4. All right. Just one?
Uh, two of them.
2 of them, a silver each. All right, give me a con save.
Okay. Let's see. Come on, come on, come on.
Adelante, you bite in and it's delicious. It's rich with flavor, and you take a second bite, and that's when the wave of heat hits you. It starts in the back of your mouth, and it spreads upwards across your tongue and down your throat at the same time. You feel as if steam is coming out of your ears. Your nose immediately starts running. Your eyes start to water immensely, like you're sobbing, and you start coughing and hacking. And he goes, "Yep, here," and pulls up a pitcher of water. Glass of water for 5 copper.
Good practice.
Is it legal to charge for water here?
Yes, this is, and he spins the picture slightly, and you can tell it says "Spicy Bros refreshment drink" on a paper
Oh.
note on the side.
So it's not spicy water.
No, no, this is our patented spice relief juice. Juice of life, as they call it.
You look at the ingredients, it just says water.
He's really good at what he
It
does.
says nothing because you're not required to list all of your ingredients. So they're allowed to keep their secret ingredient off of it. Ingredients, none. It's nothing.
Contains water and etc.
Do I have like my own water?
I'm sure you have a water skin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
whether or
probably
not you
just gonna
brought it
take
into
from
the city
that.
with you is yeah.
Yeah, I probably just drank from that.
Yeah, I mean you start guzzling, and you know water takes a little bit to help. At first, it just kind of spreads the heat evenly around your mouth, so it gets worse before it gets better. But after a few minutes, you're panting. Get a little bit of water, like wash your face with it, clean your nose up. You look at that second kebab, you're like, no, can't do it. Your stomach like turns a little bit as you think about trying to ingest that.
Go.
It's that feeling of like right after you drink a lot of whiskey one night, and then the next morning you wake up and you smell whiskey, and it's like, ooh.
Yeah. That's gross. Alright.
Another couple satisfied customers. Can I get the rest of you anything?
I'll take one below board.
1 below board. 1 to 3 spicy.
2.
2.
Keeping it mild, just enjoying the taste.
Of course. Want to be able to have some flavor. 5 copper. Drizzles some of the medium sauce on and passes it over to you. How about the skeptic? I can get you one no hot sauce if you don't trust the peppers.
No, thank you.
You sure? I mean, I really think it'll change your mind about me.
I must say, your process of import is suspicious, and it's even more suspicious that you advertise a business with your brother, yet there is no. And Mage looks back and forth, and then looks to Kuhn Kalen. Second person here.
Well, you know, Fendril can't always be around. Sometimes it's just me at the store.
I think you're falsely advertising.
Not everybody works 10 days a 10 day.
This is true. Of course, you can always, actually give it a try, but stick to what you want to believe. Scientific theory will not demonstrate itself.
Alright, well, if you're all done, excuse me for having you all move along a little bit. And he like raises a hand and tries to start bringing in a couple new customers. Excuse me, miss, would you like something to eat with all of those heavy bags to carry? Perhaps something to refresh your husband. You guys are in the crowded market square.
Oh, anything else that extra that somebody wants to buy? I'm gonna go purchase some extra meat and things.
Me personally, I think we've got what we need. If the captain's already done shopping, then I wouldn't mind returning to the ship.
Any requests for meat? Anything? Speak now or forever hold your meal?
I'll hold something.
Just bulldozes.
Oh,
Ah!
Kalen's an expert at maneuvering through crowds. large people usually are.
Alright. I'll catch you back on the boat. Yeah. Going towards the meat market and the vegetables.
Okay.
See meat over there.
Yeah, those
Awesome.
two, fresh produce and fresh meat.
We're stocking up.
Okay. How many days worth of food?
Especially since this is fresh. Probably 10 gold worth of fresh produce and 15 worth of meat.
Okay. I'll say that's more than enough for 5 days of very fresh, high quality food.
Yeah.
Okay, Ku walked off to go and do purchases. Adelante and Kalen both said they wanted to go back to the boat. Mage?
I want to, but I'm sitting there waiting for
Staring at
McGee.
Mage, who's Mr.
McGee.
Quiet.
Uh,
Mix quiet.
Mage still wants to find a book.
Sure, give me a perception. You've walked around quite a bit at this point. While there is a store, a pop-up stand that seems to be selling novels, you don't see that they have any notebooks or anything like that on stock as you walk by.
I was looking for nautical books.
Oh, they might have something like that. Yeah, you can see that the name of the shop is The Written Spoken Word. All the novels, The Art of War, The Lusty Argonian Maid, volumes 1 through 17, The Lay of Sir Arwen the Timid,
The Lay?
Yeah.
We know Arwen didn't have sex.
got him, I guess.
Where- Where's the stand?
It's that purple one that you're right next to with the lizard folk. Purple and white. So, what stories are you interested in today, ladies and gentlemen?
I am looking for nautical educational books.
I have a Sailing for Dummies somewhere in here.
No, that would not do. I am not dumb.
Perhaps a chart of the local reefs and rivers.
What does that have to do with sailing?
It is the account of Captain Air, the famous Genasi captain. traveled all around this continent.
Who did that teach me to sail?
To teach you where not to sail.
But I need to know where to sail.
Sometimes experience can be the best teacher. I have many a tale of nautical adventures. Perhaps you could learn from them. A biography of a captain lost at sea. Puts a book out. The tale of the discovery of an underwater nation. Or perhaps young love found amidst the waves. And the third book hits the stack.
Instead of fucking love dog.
Yes, let's get the one. And Mage like looks over their shoulder at Atalanta. The one about being lost at sea, but they're tapping the third one.
You're fucking buying love novels right now.
You don't even have any money. Wait, fuck, am I paying?
Yes.
For that I could do 1 gold. Is a very nice copy.
I will give him all 5 of my gold.
Ah, you would like the stack very well. And he slides all 3 books towards you.
No, it's simply for the one book.
You tip very well. May the blessings be upon your ship and your future crew, Captain.
And Mage quickly hides the book in their bag.
Okay. You take it, you stash it.
Yeah.
Does he have any, like, medical books?
You don't see anything on display. Feel free to ask him if you're looking for something specific.
Yeah, I'll ask him. Sorry, you wouldn't happen to have any books on, medicine, biology, things like that?
Biolo what?
The study of the mortal body, you know.
Ah, yes. He reaches around and pulls out a large cardboard-backed book, clearly for children, that's Dissections and You.
Is this all you have?
May I
He
see that
opens
book?
it. He opens it, and there's like a pop-up of a cadaver with its chest laid open.
Atalanta, we need that.
No.
It is of utmost importance that we get this book, Atalanta.
Okay, tell me why, and then I'll get it, if it's a good reason.
It's a very nice book.
The displays
Suitable for
pop
all
out at you.
ages.
How can you argue
It's
that?
a dynamic experience, yes.
Can't you do that with magic?
It is a third.
What?
I'm just saying that. I wouldn't want to buy anything
You
If it's-
are.
magically inclined. You know what I mean?
You spoke as if he did the magic.
No. He doesn't understand that magic is bad, so I'm just trying to educate.
Magic is bad.
Fuck.
Give me a deception, Adelante.
Fuck!
With a disadvantage, because he's just like, Atalanta, I have dedicated my entire life to
No, you
this.
haven't. Shut up.
Yeah, definitely give that disadvantage then.
Why
Let's
would
do
you?
that.
Why would you bring up their
I don't
special
know.
interest? What was your goal here?
You
I
impressed me.
think it is time for me to go on lunch. And he starts taking the books off of the counter and stacking them under the desk. And he reaches up and pulls like the flaps that are tied up and lets them down to obscure the interior of the tent.
Oh, great. Now we're not going to get that anatomical analytical book.
Whoops. Anyway, let's get going.
Just come around the corner to Captain Lascalar with a whole bunch of grocery bags.
Yeah, he's in the middle of haggling over the prices of barrels of water.
That looks like retail to me.
What's the best you can
What's
do?
the absolute best you can? You hear from the tent over Adelante. I, Noah Dick, have never seen a price as good as this. My wife, Anita, definitely wants one. I'll have to take it. Take it all the way home. And I'll put it right on my ass. You know, that's what I need this saddle for. Gotta get some good plowing done before the day is over. You look
Fuck
like a
am I
man who
listening
plows.
to?
Letterkenny references.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
This is how many Letterkenny references can I put in one D&D session challenge?
Did you hear that my sister got attacked by a chicken? A good size. The doctor said she was on the receiving end of a
A
good size.
cock about yay. God, alright. You walk past the
quite as big.
by the size of her fist, and yay, that was all she had to staunch the bleeding. Imagine my sister fisting her gash in the middle of the field. Oh god. Okay, you quickly move away from the bookstore, trying to shepherd Mage
Fucking Christ.
past the world's most oblivious man.
Why would you bring up magic?
She like misspoke. Like she would have
Caleb-
said it and did the whole thing where you like cover your mouth. She's like, "Fuck."
Hana, you are
Kalen's
fucking
just
excellent for
walking backwards towards the ship, gesturing like, follow me, keep following this way.
Like a kindergarten teacher on
Mhm.
on not a vacation, on a field trip.
Oh,
Well,
you're
just
dressed
eating
very
food.
well, sir. What do you sell here?
Only the finest roasts prepared every morning,
Oh, okay.
suitable for any noble's.
Mage walks away.
Oh,
Oh,
fucking shot through the heart, and he's not okay.
No problem.
I'm literally just vibing with Captain Lascalar, like double checking my grocery list, like everything's just fine.
yeah, he's moved on and is now like trying to acquire cold weather clothing.
Yeah, just
a
asking
full
him like
set
if there was
and-
anything he wanted for dinner tonight.
He's got a hankering for some cornbread.
Ooh, I could do that. A little bit of honey on top like before.
You know it.
Got it.
You know it, girl. I mean, sorry.
No, I appreciate it.
Very professional.
Say what you want. Everyone else is soldiers, I'm not.
Bouncing us with that quarter.
Jesus, who became a thought?
Hey, power of short stacks, don't underestimate.
Jesus fucking Christ. Not lewdly.
Not
Not
Lou.
rudely.
Not Lou.
You did not.
I blame the Riz meter for this.
Okay, so the three of you make, Kaelin, Adelante, and Mage, you start making your way back towards, the ship.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Feel free to move on the map. Captain Lascalar and Ku are going to be here for another couple hours, keep finishing up their purchases.
Just keep them company. I know shopping alone gets fucking boring.
Mm.
Oh
It
fuck.
seems Mage immediately lost.
I mean, I was probably walking in front of you guys, like I was saying.
Yeah. It's you guys have been in the market for about an hour and a half, maybe a little bit more at this point as you're making your way out. Uh, you guys are fairly noticeable as a group. You can tell that people spot Kaylin first in her shining armor with the symbol of war. Adelante next, also in, I believe, full plate, right?
Yeah.
With her bright red hair and her shocking tattoo-like birthmark. Followed by a small, thinner,
Twink.
I
A
wasn't
twink.
gonna say it. Who is dressed in what definitely looked like scholars or wizards' robes. And you are catching and feeling quite a few eyes as you're beginning to make your way back towards the docks.
Hmm.
Actually, it's a warrior's jacket.
I'm sorry, yeah, if I'm picturing your clothing wrong, please describe it.
Yeah, so I mean, Mage is wearing like 2 different size gloves. Length, I should say, 2 different length gloves.
Yeah.
But like they're wearing more of a combat coat than robes. And then they obviously are wearing like a belt with the rapier sheathed and buckled to it.
Okay. When you say combat jacket, like a punk battle jacket, or like a
Like I would say there's probably like
an
leather.
officer's jacket?
There's probably like leather pauldrons sewn into it, but like the thin type of leather that it's definitely probably more of an officer's display jacket than it would be a
Okay.
practical.
Okay. Yeah, something to be worn in the field and be clearly identified as an officer, but not like dress clothing.
Yeah, but
Okay.
also not like substantial armor.
Right.
Right? Nobody would wear this into like combat.
Yeah. This is it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you could feel the eyes of many passerbys as people stop and put down their carts, wipe their brows, and spend a few minutes looking at you as you pass by them.
Kaelin, we should take the road. You shouldn't cut through someone's property.
It's like a public space.
I think it belongs to this building to our right.
Yeah, but it's like an inn, right?
Yeah, you can see there's a large worn sign. This is clearly a fairly old building. It's called the Wasp's Hasp.
Sometimes you gotta travel the road less traveled, Mage.
Mage like runs around the road to meet you.
Deeply, deeply uncomfortable with the idea of walking across.
There's no sign that says "Don't step on grass," so
Well,
it's
if
their
it
fault.
was meant to be walked on, would they not have paved the road?
It's also sort of paved.
You guys like look down the street and you can see some people laying cobblestones down here near this sort of hut-looking building. It's got 3 open sides and steaming crawfish and prawns and lobsters can all be seen hanging from or immersed in boiling baths of water, hanging above or immersed in.
Ew. Let's keep going. Back through the doghouse, or whatever it's called.
This is the meadery, actually.
Yeah, we just have to go.
How
Yeah,
does
they're-
one
Yeah.
There are entrances on either side. So the roof like here overlaps. You can see the dock, like the edges of the dock, go under both sides of this thing, so you can pass around it. But they are one of the major exporters of the city. So the back is a massive like warehouse door that just opens up.
Oh my
Pardon-
god.
Pardon me, pardon me.
Uh, where
And
are
they're
you
gone.
Following the road to the dock.
Following the road.
I love Mage's OCDs.
God.
You get back on, and Myosamino say, how'd it go? Do we need to start untying the ship?
Yes.
I don't think
Really?
Uh.
Did
Okay,
anybody get you to anything?
Okay, it's not that bad.
so. Is Liana dead?
Huh? She's kneeling on the deck. She has a couple different types here: some chicken, some pork, some beef, and some bacon, on 4 different plates. And she's slowly trying to see which gives her the most goodwill from Ruin, as she's been tossing him scraps for the last 2 hours.
Oh my fucking god.
Huh? No, I'm good. She like pokes out from the other side of Ruin, trying to, you know. She like waves her hand, gets a little bit too close, and Ruin goes "Ah," and swipes at her, and she goes, "Whoa! And
What?
she picks up a piece of chicken and chucks it to him, snaps it out of the air.
Oh, try horse.
Don't have any.
Surely they sell horses here.
Yeah, I mean, oh god, wouldn't want to go
Look.
out that way. Ooh.
It's nature, isn't it?
I guess.
Captain's gonna be a couple hours, I assume, waiting for logs and shit. Boat
Alright, well,
stuff.
if you're back, then at least one of us can come off watch. You don't mind if I run into the meadery, do you?
I'm not your boss.
I mean, you are.
No, I'm not.
You
I
should not.
don't look at Adelante.
That'd be me, actually.
You should
Oh,
not travel alone. They made me use the buddy system.
Oh,
Yes.
I will go and get a drink as well. I would love
Well,
shore leave time.
Liana.
What?
Nothing.
Look, Leanna's smart. She'll be fine.
Can I come with you, Liana?
Listen
No.
to that compliment. I mean, we're just going to the meadery, Adelante. I'm sure I can
No.
keep an eye on him.
No. You can't.
All right. Well, what's your poison, Mage? I'll bring you something. Little
I do
to-go
not
cup.
wish to be poisoned. What?
Oh, then why did you
I
want to go
thought
to
you
the
were-
meadery?
I thought you were my friend, and yet you're trying to poison me.
I'm trying to poison myself.
You have so much to live for, Liana.
Oh, I'm not gonna die, silly. It's what drinking is. You recreationally poison yourself and disrupt how your brain works, and it's fun. She looks at Manus and Minus, who are like, I've never heard it described that way before, like looking at each other. Looks over to Adelante for comfort. Come on, you're like a doctor.
Well, yeah, that's essentially what it is. Yeah.
It's totally fine. I mean, not totally, but like, it's fine.
Well, no, it's not. Eventually, it wears away and whatever. That's not.
Or if you drink too much, it will poison you and you will die.
Yeah,
I guess it is true.
you can 100% die. That's an it thing.
So anyone? I was gonna try and pick up a keg. Anyone else want anything?
Wine? Is that what you're buying? Or are you buying something else?
Meat. I mean, honey wine. Yeah,
Could I get a bottle of bread?
sure.
Okay, thank you.
Last call. You're not gonna let Mage come?
You really shouldn't.
Mhm.
Me just following them off the gangplank.
All right, whatever. Just to watch them. If they get away, then I don't know.
Get away.
They wander a lot, so don't walk behind, or don't walk in front of them. Walk behind them.
Okay, Mage, I want you, and she like looks through her pack. I want you to. Hmm.
Hold on to this rope.
Yeah, I mean, like, she doesn't really want to tie herself to Mage, but that's kind of what it's coming to. Why don't you put your hand on this? And she holds out like the edge of her
Mage puts their hand on her butt.
winged mantle. Oh my goodness! And she smacks your hand away. Hold on to this, and she holds out the cloak's edge
That's what they
towards you.
taught me at Hot Rods and Hot Rods.
You should ask Adelante about that more when we're back on the ship.
Oh no!
You just hold on to this and don't leave my side, okay? And that way neither of us get into trouble with Adelante.
They take it.
Okay. She'll turn and like tugging you behind, with like a toddler on a leash walks into the meadery. It's a large drinking room, tall tables with stools next on them, where it's not a ton of people that are currently drinking, but you do see about a dozen people in the meadery enjoying flights or bottles or glasses of their own that they've purchased. And Liana will walk in and get a table for herself and Minos. And she'll have you sit down next to her, still holding the edge of her cape. She says, "Okay, so let's start with a tasting, and that'll help me decide what I want. And I'll get us a bottle of something red, and we can see if Adelante would like it. Sound good?" Minos nods excitedly, realizing that she's probably intending to pay.
Mage blinks.
Yeah, the a waiter comes over, she places her order and orders a tasting flight. Minos orders a specific ale that he's been wanting, Alderback ale, and the waiter looks to you, Mage. And for you, sir or madam?
Do you have pineapple juice?
What? Oh, pined apples. No, we don't really get shipments from that far south here. At least not to make drinks. You might have better luck at the inn, but you know.
Could you point me in that direction?
Oh, sure. Points right out the window towards the opposed building. Hey! Where are you
Leanna,
going? Wait, we
yeah.
just sat down.
You have to get up. We have to go across the street to get the juice.
I just ordered. We'll go and get that after.
But I want the juice.
She looks over and sees that the flight is coming out of the is being poured on the bar. She says, "Okay, fine. Until you get back," she grabs your wrist and says, "Let go." And she grabs Minos' hand and puts your two hands together. Minos, you chaperone just pineapple juice and then straight back here. Just the juice and then right back this way. And she looks at Mage. Now you say it.
Just the juice, and then we return.
All right. Have fun, you two. And the waiter comes over and puts down
Keep up,
the
Minos.
flight and the
Keep up, Minos.
the frosty mug as Minos goes, "Oh, I just want to," and you like yank him out of the door. I do have a map for this building, but this is just you, unless you would prefer it. You walk over. There's a small deck with a few tables sitting outside. Nobody's really sitting because of the very cold weather, but you're able to walk inside. There are about 2 dozen people sitting at tables enjoying a midday meal. And more than a few at the bar as you make your way over, holding Minos' hand.
Hello, good sir. I would like some pineapple juice.
Just a glass,
You have
straight juice.
you have more than a glass.
I'm asking how much you want. Yeah.
Mage looks to Minos.
A pint. He whispers in your ear.
A pint.
Whole pint of. All right. 2 silver.
Mage looks to Minos.
But you don't have any. Oh god damn it. I'm getting this back from Lanny here, and he'll reach in and pulls out a very small coin purse, and passes the solitary gold coin from it across, and is handed back 6 silver, and he goes, "Wait, no, I didn't," and 2 pints of pineapple juice land in front of you. Thank you kindly. Sure, no problem. Enjoy.
Minos, I have an issue.
What?
I cannot carry this with one hand.
You, what? You're not that limp-wristed. Your sword's heavier than this thing.
I have 8 strength.
Your sword is heavier than that thing. Mage may be weak, but he is not a limp-wristed buffoon. No, Minos has seen you in action far too many times. I full advantage on this insight. It didn't roll with advantage, but that is a 15. And that's a nat 20 on the advantage, so he goes, "That's absolutely not true. What are you trying to pull the wool over my ass for?"
Mage will take the pineapple juice.
Alright, come on. Straight back, that was the deal. Oh god! He spills half of his pineapple juice as you yank him. You walk in, Liana is halfway through her tasting, and the mug that Minos ordered is maybe slightly less full than when it was delivered. But who's to say, really? You make your way back over and sit down. Minos puts the pineapple juice in front of him, slides it across to you, Mage, and says, "That fucking cost me 4 silver. You're gonna pay that." Jesus, what the? I hate chaperoning. And counts out some silver and hands it back over to him. Pineapple juice acquired and good? Downs another shot.
Oh, it was not for me.
What's it for?
Everybody else.
Oh, that's
Holy shit, that's
very
beautiful.
sweet of you, Mage. Who really likes pineapple juice that you got it for them?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, you sure you don't want any of this? She slides a little bit of the shot glass of mead over towards you.
The
It's quite
last
something.
time I consumed alcohol, I threw up my entire insides on the counter.
I mean, this isn't that strong, but better safe than sorry. She nods and gives like a face and does the shot. She's like, oh, the little hint of raspberry. This one right here is one I'm gonna get. She does another shot. Oh god, the lime on that. Okay, that one's the one I'm gonna get. This goes on for a few minutes until she finishes her drink. Minos gulping down his pint of ale. Yeah, you guys are sitting around, and once again, you're realizing that you're getting some looks. Not nearly as many as before, but Lyanna definitely stands out. Some of her jewel, for example, her jewel of the raven kind that she wears is not currently hidden. And her cloak, while not activated, does have a untarnished air to it that magical objects usually have. Especially for a traveler, one would expect it would be a little bit salt stained, and it's not at all. Which means she's either very rich or might have magic, either of which are reasons to be interested in her. Thankfully, she left her staff on the boat. You guys are there for probably almost an hour while Lyanna drinks and tries to get Minos to laugh at her jokes, while you probably just copy down jokes, mage. The waiter does come by a couple times trying to see if there's anything else they can get you. Lyanna just place a couple other orders, paying for the table. Is there anything that he can interest you in? He offers you several different of their specialty cocktails and things like that.
No, thank you. I was only here for the juice.
Right. Well, I'll maybe if you ever come back, we'll have pineapple mead. You know, might be nice.
I will not be coming back here.
Oh.
Damn shame. We'll be missing your patronage.
Well, I'm attempting to save the world, so I do not think I will have the time to return.
Oh, wow, that's a big job for just 3 people.
Oh, no, Minos is not helping us.
Hey, I'm driving the boat. That's help.
Captain Lascalar is driving the boat. Minos.
Damn.
I mean, I can't be a captain without a crew.
I believe Atalanta and myself are training to be a part of this crew, and we will spread that knowledge to the rest of our party.
Oh my god. The poor guy.
I mean, fuck you too, then, I guess. Jeez.
We are not friends.
Wow, we're not even friends, huh?
Oh my god!
I only met you three days ago.
It's been longer than that.
I only met you days ago.
I mean, yeah, but I mean,
Minos,
you
do
all saved my
consider-
life. I'd consider that a pretty solid basis for more than an acquaintanceship.
Minos, do you consider us friends?
I mean, maybe not friendly, but I wouldn't call you an enemy.
And sorry, waiter, waitress. Minos is now helping us save the world.
Right. Well, you all enjoy your drinks. If you, I'll have some waters. Come over, and Lyanna says, "This is a good idea." Well, you mean you don't think of me as your friend, mage? I mean, I don't. You don't need to do nothing for me. I'm just a guy you saved, I guess. I mean,
I've
if you had disintegrated that necro man, I could have been real bad. I don't have any friends that wouldn't do that for me, or at least try. But you did it.
Well, I was simply experimenting how well I could harness the chaotic arcane energy.
Record scratch.
He said disintegrate, so this is also how I am.
Oh yeah. From a nearby table, a heavily scarred man with 2 longswords on his back looks over at you. What did you just say?
Oh, I apologize if my conversation was too loud and you felt the need to eavesdrop. I will lower my voice for you.
Well, you
Yes,
do an
if you-
experiment in our town. We don't take no kindly to strange magics in these parts.
I've only been here for like 3 hours.
Or enough time to get up to something devious, I'd bet.
Well, I apologize. If I were to use magic, you would surely know about it.
What's that supposed to mean, huh? Mage, let's, I think now's the time that we should be getting the pineapple juice back before it gets too warm.
Okay. Mage will pick up both of the pints. I'm simply saying that the townspeople seem to be unintelligent, and my level of expertise generally goes over all
Okay, and we're going, and we're walking out, and we're walking, and we're going, and we're walking together. She puts a platinum piece down on the table and says, for your trouble, sorry about my friend, and flicks another one towards him. He lets it land on the table in front of him and just glares watching you guys as you move out. Come on, this way. We're moving back quickly. We're going back to the boat.
Hello, everyone. I have gotten pineapple juice for all of us.
Oh, perfect.
You step on board and say that, and Ruin's head snaps around. It immediately starts coming over the deck to investigate.
Oh, the bird. He loves pineapple juice. Found the secret.
Yeah, Mage, this giant jet black griffin stalks over towards you, its head like tilted to the side, looking at you with its big red eye.
This people drink.
It kind of makes an indignant like shake to its head, and more insistently like claws at the deck in front of you.
Mage kicks their heel into the deck.
It tries to reach its beak forward to dip it into one of the pints.
No, people juice.
You can hear a loud squawking from below deck. Everybody else.
What the fuck?
People juice.
Ruin is trying to get around you. You've now got your back to the griffin, and it's trying to reach its head over your shoulder into one of the pints.
Lyanna is just probably beyond fuming at this point. I'm like, this is.
She's just watching like in disbelief, honestly.
Alright, I'll feed the bird.
I'll make it a gravy.
I feel like, can I lean over the side and just go, I told you. I fucking told you.
Alright, what's going on? Who's trying to feed him now?
It's people juice. Stop.
Insistent cawing and flapping. Rune jumps up into the air and lands in front of Mage on the other side. You spin around again to get away.
Hey! If you keep misbehaving, I'm gonna have to turn you into a Pegasus, and you don't want that.
Gives one last like sort of abortive attempt to get to Mage, and then turns and starts stalking away. More than a little prissily.
Mage will go beneath deck and set the pints by the table, the dinner table.
I've never seen anyone have trouble with their summon steed in my life. Like, grab him by his beak, like, scratch his beak, and be like, why are you like this?
Muffled.
Come on, Mom. Let me live my life.
Sulkily lays down on the deck. By the remaining meat that Lyanna had out for it, snaps up a tenderloin.
I know you're disappointed we didn't get to kill any of these cavemen. But, just give it a couple days. sure we'll get attacked again.
Ruin like looks up at the sky expectantly, assuming that the universe will hear you talking shit about it and something will happen.
Something will come out of the sky to attack.
Okay, with Mage successfully wrangled back onto the boat, what are you all doing with the rest of your day? It's a little after the midday meal at this point. Who's prepping for dinner? There's some rapidly room temperature approaching pineapple juice downstairs.
Oh. Aside from making sure that everything's prepped and ready, also prepping clothes for tonight. The glamour weave that I bought.
Yeah. About 2 hours after Mage returns, Captain Lascolor will come back with a large duffel bag containing cold weather clothing for everyone on the deck, as well as a spare set of two sets of clothes, a spare pair of sets, if you will. So if everyone would like, you can mark down cold weather clothing if you so wish to take him up on his offer.
Yes.
I will.
I have
Okay.
a question.
I have answers.
Does Albus have the phylactery thing that Petra dropped?
No.
Who has that?
Yes.
Okay, because if I knew Albus was leaving, I would have asked him for it, but I don't
If
think
Albus left
anyone
it
knew he
with
was
his,
leaving.
if Albus left it with his note, I believe Mage probably would most likely have it.
He did not leave it with his note.
Who has it?
Oh,
Mm,
did he get
Does
taken with the
Who
fucking
have it?
the dog thing?
I have her ashes.
I sent a text to Albus asking if he has the Petra thing.
No. Who picked it up?
Oh,
Thumbs up emoji. I go get Koo.
everything's just simmering in the kitchen, setting out clothes for later.
Yo, Koo.
Yeah?
You got the Petra thing?
I have her effects?
Gotta pull out what survived of the ashening.
Mm-hmm. It's basically just that, like, metal frame with all of these different pieces of things welded to it. There's a chunk of the statue that you destroyed in one of the demi-planes. There's a bone, possibly a arm or leg bone that's snapped in half, that's welded to it. A few other pieces. Teeth, glass shards, and pink dust that you've been unable to get off.
This is grosser than I remember.
That's all that remains. Something you want to try with it?
No, it's just not. I was just, I thought Albus might have had it.
Fair enough.
Can I take it?
I don't see any reason why not. I trust you with it.
When she gladly hands it over.
Ooh.
Just be careful not to lose it. I don't think her family would be very happy to just all disappear. Oh. That direction.
So what are you doing, Kalen? With this artifact, this object?
Caleb will actually cast a spell right after Coon gives it to him. I don't think this is going to do anything, but Caleb is going to cast a locate creature. And say, a tiefling.
You just a tiefling?
Well, I don't know if you can name. Oh, you can name a creature. Okay. Petra Almorabale.
Did you toss that in the chat for me? Pop that spell just so I remember exactly.
Oh, I
what
thought you
the-
meant the. I thought you meant the spelling.
No.
I don't
thought
think it's
that
going
for
to
a
do
minute as
anything.
well.
Let me just look it. Copy paste. Beep. But beep.
Direction of the creature's location as well as that creature.
Like I said, I don't think this is going to do anything. I may as well try.
Spell does not locate the creature.
Game just. Oh, I didn't think that was going to work.
I are you doing that like where I can see it?
I'm in the kitchen with food.
Shit, you're downstairs.
Words of magic are loud when
Super
spoken. They can be
loud,
heard for
okay.
up to 60 feet away. Yeah.
So yeah, I would have heard it. Do I like recognize the spell?
You can roll an Arcana.
I would like to. All right, let's see.
You definitely recognize words of power for finding.
Okay, yeah. I guess I'll head
Some
downstairs.
kind of divination magic, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, but see what they're doing. There's nothing going on up here. Really.
Why don't I move us back to the ship map?
Yeah.
Ruin is in your room.
Mm-hmm. Don't want him annoying people. I can ruin the room. It's fine.
Oh my god.
Also made sure to cook up a spicy gravy for you on the side. That way everyone can do what they want.
Yeah, can I ask what you were doing just now?
Gosh. The narcs. Look, no one is gonna hear me. I'm like on the ocean.
Yeah, but what were you doing?
Magic.
Yeah, but what? What I heard it was like definitely sounded like divination, but like were you looking for something?
Oh yeah. I wanted to see if there was anybody in this.
Funny.
I'll hold up the thing.
What is that?
Petra dropped it.
Is it like can I like hold it? Like,
Can you hold it?
Can
The
I?
last time you held something, you sort of almost died.
Had a
Okay,
seizure?
no, that was different. This time it'll be fine.
Alright.
Oh yeah.
The odds are it won't even give me a vision. Not everything does.
I don't believe
All
that.
right.
Go ahead, touch it. Do it.
All right, and I just take my hand down and I try to hold it.
Alontes, you reach out and grasp this object. Can you meet me downstairs?
Yeah.
Oh, my. There
It's
she goes
happening.
again.
They're seizing on the floor. All over.
I'm not gonna see.
He did.
Chilling in port for the night. Suddenly, Adelante having another seizure.
I'm sorry I failed you guys and didn't start combat in the town.
Don't worry, we're still in port. We're chilling.
There's a chance.
I will point out that I didn't mention magic.
He was specifically told not to, and you obeyed. Everyone else fucked it up.
Man, I didn't say
Maybe
shit.
another.
Adelante kept bringing up magic. I was just like, girl, what the fuck? And a little bit
Why
of
would
land.
Why would you not want this pop-up book? Can't you just do that with magic? What?
Yeah, oh my god. The fumble of the century. It was
You
so
all
good.
see Adelante's eyes roll back into her head. Her birthmark glows brightly for a moment, and then she gasps and lets go of the object, staggering back a step.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
you didn't die.
Well, that's good. You're
Yeah.
not seizuring.
I'm fine. Well, it definitely looks like the future that time.
What?
Go on.
The fuck does that even mean?
Well, sometimes it's the visions of the past, sometimes the future. This one definitely seemed like the future, unless this Petra was always a skeleton with a rotted face.
Everyone's a skeleton on the inside.
Oh.
Yes, but pink fire burning in empty sockets, face,
Face.
flesh,
You're smacked, huh?
flesh clumping off of her face.
That does...
That's normal.
No.
No.
Yeah. We might get to see her eventually, and not in the best circumstances, I'm afraid.
I hope that's not the case. But, you know, some of those things don't come to pass. I was a guy when you originally saw the visions, so things change.
Will it be easy for you to deal with it if it does happen?
Caitlin's just gonna put the object back on the table and walk off. Where's all that alcohol that we on about?
Not
You make your
far.
way above. You make your way above deck. She is sitting, leaning against a keg. There is a bottle of red something lying next to her, and she's holding a half-empty tankard. Kaylin, nice of you to come back up.
I'll just sit down next to her, grab something to drink.
Please help yourself. I've definitely bought it for everyone. I wouldn't spend my hard-earned money on just myself. How is this fine wintry day for you?
Oh, not bad, not bad. No, never mind.
Mm,
No, don't worry. Don't want to ruin your evening.
All right. She goes back to drinking heavily. You sit down. I mean, it's some very fine mead that she's purchased. A very dark brew. Yeah, Adelante, you're standing down there with Ku and Mage, both of who seem, well, at least Ku's seeming to try and ignore what you're saying. Mage is probably taking notes. Mage.
Mage is trying to even out the 2 pints of pineapple juice.
Are you just pouring them back and forth, or do you have like an eyedropper?
Yeah, like pouring them back and forth and like getting low and trying to eye to see if they're equal to one another.
the thing was left on the table, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll just pick it up and like put it away. Be like, I'll just take this for now until I can give it back.
Not a bad
You
idea.
probably shouldn't leave it laying around.
No, I don't
You
think
know
so.
how, you know how when you first buy a new necklace and you wear it, those first couple days you're very aware of it against your skin. In the same way, you're very aware of the weight of this object as you put it into your bag.
Ooh.
It is something that is hard to consciously forget.
Mm.
You continue to think about it. It remains in your mind even though it is put away.
Jeez. Ooh. That's terrifying. I'm gonna go up and be like, walk up and be like, can I have that bottle now?
2 gold, princess.
Thanks. And pop it open and just start like drinking straight from the bottle. No cup.
Lady after my own heart.
All 3 just getting
Look at the
crunk up there.
form. Look at the panache. Look at the game. Nice jam, bud.
She's laughing. She's like, you see, like, this type of relaxation is always the best to have.
We're on the scene. See. You should write a song.
Yeah? Are you gonna write
Yeah.
a song?
Yeah. Oh, when the seas rise and the ladies have red and blonde hair. Something. Hope my wife will take me back.
Oh my god, no!
Wait, I thought you guys were like together.
I like get up and like hug her. I'm like, it's okay.
I've been gone so long, and I really haven't worked as hard as I could on getting back. I mean, you guys can open holes to other places, and I haven't even asked if you could use it for me.
I like I like pull her in a little bit and like give her like the head pat. I'm like, it's okay. It's okay.
I don't know. What do you guys? I mean, it's cliche to ask for girl trouble about your wife, but I don't know. What would you do? I mean, like, what kind of present do you bring for being gone for? She starts counting years on her fingers. Time.
Oh no. Well, I'm probably not the best to ask for this sort of advice.
Oh, right, lady out of time, Captain America woman. Right.
Captain America?
A story from my reality.
Okay. Uh, well,
Kayla,
yeah.
come on. You big, strong cheekbones, pretty face.
Mm-hmm. You
What do
calling
you,
me
what do
Captain
you...
America?
No, I was saying you gotta know something. What do I do? What should I do?
Well, I'm trying to like complete something really significant before I go back, so that like everyone thinks I wasn't just wasting my time. And
Oh,
Yeah,
being in disappointment.
you'll spin of the wheel. I mean, would this whole save the world thing? Is that about the shape and size?
Well, at first I thought I had to complete my mission in the Gal Stub, and then I sort of couldn't do that by myself. And then War was like, "Yo, Albus, follow Albus. He'll tell you what to do. He's the key to everything." And then Albus fucking left.
Fucking fucked off.
So now I'm here, and I don't know. I haven't talked to War in like a week, but
Dial her up. Do you have her number? She pulls out her APod.
No,
that
no, no. War is.
that
Just you can't call them.
She puts war into the send field.
that cleric in Scarif was like, "Yo, if you ever need a bunch of paladins and stuff to help you do shit, it's just give us a call. You have the command." And I'm like, "Why the fuck do I have the command? I haven't done anything." And then Petra died, and now Petra's an evil edge because Atalantis never predicted anything incorrectly. She completely predicted my entire past with just a single touch.
I mean, have you ever been wrong, Alante? I mean, besides, you said, like, you didn't see all of us. But, like, have you ever been wrong?
Wrong. I can't say that I have.
Mm-hmm. So now Petra's an evil lich.
Fuck.
That's good, great news, you know. Best friend I'm in like 3 years.
Ugh. Fucking situation. Why us? Why now? What's happening out there?
I'm starting to think it would have been easier for me to go and complete my mission by myself than do all this shit.
The fucking long ass boat ride. And Minos is walking around and he goes, "Well, I'm sorry!" And it keeps dragging this pile of ropes. Fucking boo! Goes back, goes
Hey,
grumbling towards the
hey,
front of the ship over here.
hey, buddy. Hey, man. You wanna?
Coiling rope.
Hey. You wanna talk
What?
about it?
It's just
Come on.
y'all got some kind of crazy bad luck or something, and I feel like we're getting shit because this isn't an easy voyage because monsters keep coming out of the deep and eating us.
Yeah, that's true. I'm sorry. You know, we didn't really know you hadn't been informed what type of voyage this was, or
Trust the Galarian militia.
yeah, what an organization this is, huh?
Mhm.
Ain't here for me, but fuck it. This shit ain't the first time I've heard about a ship being hired for a super easy job and then they're sailing into war waters.
Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you what. You get off soon.
Whenever we drop you.
Well, I mean, you're going away for the night soon, aren't you?
Oh, I mean, sure, I'll trade off half the night with my brother.
Tell you what. And I like have the bottle of wine in my hand. It's probably like half now. I'm like, you got room in that coat of yours you're wearing?
He opens it and you see like 18 pockets sewn on the inside of it.
Yeah, and I like go like next to him, and I like sort of like lean on him, and like put my shoulder, like put my arm around his shoulder, and I go,
God, you're a big lady.
and I like put the bottle like in the pocket of one of them,
Okay.
like in one of his stitch pockets. I'm like, you could just take that. I know it's not going to make up for it, but it's a little bit of a, you know,
I mean, step in the right direction.
olive branch.
Thanks. Yeah. Thank you.
And hey, remember, any ailments or sickness, I am the doctor on the ship. You wouldn't want to talk to me about it.
Oh, yeah, get one of them, and he kind of gives you a look. Medical examinations.
Yeah, but
Well, maybe I'll visit your cabin one of these nights, Doc.
of course, I'd be happy to look you over. Yeah, and just like stand back up and like straighten out and walk back over to the other two and like sit down.
Hey, Caleb, could you ask War a question?
Maybe.
If Albus is gone, what are we supposed to do? He was the only one that really knew anything about the amulets. I know Mage is like figuring stuff out, but he's like figuring out for him, I think, if that makes sense.
I mean, I think we need to get the fourth one from the vampire guy, and then use all four of them to open the orb, but then opening the orb frees the guy, which is what we don't want. So I don't know. Either way, now that Petra's definitely dead, I guess I can go send a letter to her family, and I don't know, maybe ask for help even.
You have a strange way of sounding happy when you say that.
I'm not happy. You just told me that the first friend I've made in years is an evil lich, and every single thing of one of your predictions has been pretty accurate, so
Hey,
you
I'm
like read my whole past that I haven't told anyone other than Petra in like a millisecond.
yeah. Yeah, you're right. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, do you have any answers? Do you know, like, we're supposed to stop the world exploding? How?
I point
Hey.
to the deck. Stop.
I mean, why would War want us to go against Mentor? Why would the Light Twin, right? That's who your boy?
Yes,
Mr.
sure.
Light?
Yes.
Sure. Assure. Like an assurance.
Well, Mentor's just lazy. I wouldn't say lazy, just more stuck in
Shit.
their ways. Doesn't want anything to change. Shit. Yeah, you could say that.
Well, I mean, I don't think we're gonna fucking stop. She kind of gets up a little bit woozy, walks over to the sign over here, and you see she like reaches out with the heel of her shoe and she starts scuffing at the lettering there, trying to get to essentially smudge out the words. Fuck his fucking warning. Give a shit.
Nice.
I mean, I still liked it. Character. I'm gonna go talk to Q. I'll be
Yeah,
back.
I'll leave it. She stops.
Oh,
to Lucy. I don't know.
I'm gonna head back to Coot. Coot.
Oh, yeah. Not here.
Came fully intoxicated. I need.
Hello, Kayla. Would you like a glass of pineapple juice?
Maybe?
Really sweet. You go good with the spice.
Sure. She'll pick one up. Do I need the address of Koo's family? It's no, not Koo. You're Koo. Petra's family.
How much have you had to drink?
A little bit.
There. Hold on. Let me scribble that down for you. Some ink and paper.
Maybe you
I
should
will,
just write the whole letter.
I'll tear a page out of my notebook for you.
Thank you.
Write down Petra's address, which is quite a bit further north here on this continent.
Number 4, Hogback Lane.
There you go.
I would imagine shipping it this far from this spot might not be too cheap. Letters cost quite a lot.
We only have one platinum.
That might do it.
Can you write it for me? I'm a little.
Sure.
Just write something like, "Hey, Miss Petra's mom and dad. Petra,
Mr. and Mrs. Bale.
your daughter is dead, but not really dead, and she's probably a lich now and is probably evil. And we're going to the Split Continent, and we might find her there.
This
Help?
is awfully brutally honest.
Well, you know, for a while I thought she might still be alive, but I don't think she is. So I think we should tell her parents.
I think if I were to find out somebody I deeply cared about became a monster, it would be more beneficial to live in the ignorance of that fact.
If your daughter was dead, would you want to know? Well, actually, I shouldn't be the one asking this. Yeah, I guess.
Petra died, my friend. It is okay to believe that in that death she still remains such. Even if what you say may be true and she is a lich. I would rather think of her as that friend still.
It might be able to help. Dylan just sits down, sort of defeated, and drinks some of the pineapple juice.
Are you feeling alright, Caleb?
No. No.
Are you sick?
Just sad.
Well, if you're tired, why do not? You should simply rest. I can cover your watch for tonight.
Yeah, I'll just look up off the table. I guess it's up to you if you want to write that letter or not. I'm not really one to judge. Who knows? I'd want to know if my daughter was dead. And Kaylin looks really guilty and walks off. Back to her room.
That-
As you are walking up above deck, Kaylin, you spot what Lyanna and Adelante have their backs to, which is a large group of people, about 9 of them, walking towards you in formation along the dock.
Oh, fuck.
They bypass several other boats, and at the bottom of the gangplank you see a figure in full plate, plant 1 foot on the end of the gangplank. Permission to come aboard!
I just look at him and then look at the captain.
Stand
Like,
up.
if anyone looking at Kaylin can see that she's like about to cry.
Might I ask for what purpose?
Inspection.
Inspection of what, sir?
Your ship. I've received several reports about the Lucy and what you may be carrying.
Would you like a manifest?
I would. And he starts walking up the gangplank.
God fucking damn it.
Lana goes, and like grabs her keg and rolls it over slightly as several
And we
figures
have
mass up and start.
so much illegal ass shit on here.
I assume I'm speaking with the captain currently.
No, my name is Lieutenant Adelante Breyer. Our Captain Lascalar is up at the helm.
Yes, happy to answer. We'll get to that in one moment. Private, would that be in the Galorian militia? You see he like gives a motion with his head, and several of the armored figures split off.
No, it's private company.
I'm gonna walk up to Liana and grab her hand and be like, probably go to bed. You're a little drunk for what's about to happen.
Huh? Fine. Bright as rain. What are you talking about?
I'll lean in, like, we might have to kill some of these cavemen.
Oh, I mean, okay. Do you mind if I go? Your room's a little closer.
I don't think you want to go in my room.
Okay.
No.
Why don't we have everybody remain on deck? Where's this manifest? Is it down here? And he takes a meaningful step in the direction of the hatch.
No.
Just
Captain.
gets a shitload of dinner smells.
I'll have one of the crew bring it up.
Of course.
Sit next to drunk Liana.
And I shout down and I go, Koo,
Yeah,
we have someone wanting to search the ship. Bring us our manifest.
right away.
We only think I should unsummon Ruin.
You have that thought, and you look over as this person is pushing open the door to Atalante's cabin and
Oh.
sees all of the feathers and kind of makes a face, and you both hear, but it's clear that they don't, a quiet scratch from the door of Kaylin's cabin.
I sort of,
Ruin smells new friends.
I look at it. I sort of don't want to.
Hello. I have it right here.
I reach in my gauntlet and I pull out an amulet. And just
Are you
hold
trying
it
to
in
be
my hand.
stealthy?
No, I'm just gonna hold it in my hand.
Okay. You see you grab the attention of a pair of people. Ku, you've come above deck. What are you holding?
The assumed manifest, like, of the hold.
Okay. You walk over and present it to this person.
And then they gave us fake papers too, right? So we'd show them that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have extra for dinner. You're interested?
I'd be very interested. Why don't you show me this kitchen?
Oh fuck.
All right. Lead it downstairs.
I'm afraid it's a smaller hole. You'll have to go light on the men down there.
Very well. He clicks his fingers, and the heavily armored figures spread out across the deck. Only one of his lieutenants following him down. Real quick, did you lock your door, Kaylin?
And probably not.
Well, here's the question: is Ruin smart enough to open it?
I'm not saying that Ruin
Not
is
about
opening the door.
Ruin.
I am not saying, yeah, Ruin is not the one that is about to open this door.
I didn't think I would have locked it because the only time I locked it, it got unlocked with magic, and I was like, well, locking doors is useless.
Or would you lock it to keep Ruin in just in case they hit the knob and it opens?
I wasn't expecting anyone to go in there, really.
Oh shit.
Like I said, I could unsummon him as a free action. But I can't
Yeah,
want
you
to.
see her start to open the door to your room.
Careful in there.
Oh, why?
My mount is in there.
No.
You have a horse in here?
No. Yes,
She
you do.
pushes
horse.
the door wide open.
What sort of paladin have you seen that rides a horse?
No, shut up.
She opens the door. Ruin is glaring out with wings up, gives a indignant, and she, sharpish closes the door and whips back around to you. Paladin, really? Of what are you a paladin exactly?
The gods?
No.
War?
Fuck.
Paladin of
Kaylin-
war.
Kaylin is
Traveling
not
on a
just
private.
drunk; she's sorrowful drunk.
Yeah.
And angry. And wants to fight.
Yeah, you guys brought this on
Working
yourself.
for a private company. That's not much glory for the Paladins of War. I heard you all were fighting the good fight, down on the Southern Isles.
Well,
What? Too bloody
hey?
for you? Needed something easier?
No, I headed south.
Really?
I just needed a ship.
What is your destination of note?
Someone temple. I can't remember what it was called. What? Split continent?
Not a temple of war.
No, like an actual one. Well, you got a problem with religion?
None. I just didn't expect a Paladin of War to be so passive.
Oh.
I heard you're all tough as nails. I guess the magic armor makes up for that.
I'm
yes.
tired right now. Listen, why are you trying to start shit?
No, nothing's going on. Don't worry.
I'm just performing a routine interrogation.
That you
got something
are.
to hide?
God damn.
What was that?
A routine inspection. You got something to hide?
No.
Nothing but a pile of feathers.
God.
Yeah, we have some questions about those. We'll cut downstairs. Ku, you've led this man and his compatriot down below deck. Mage is working on some paperwork. There is a half full glass of pineapple juice, a full glass of pineapple juice, and everything that you were cooking.
Yeah. So
All local. Very nice. We appreciate the business.
A really good market. Honestly, hoping to, get back on shore for a brief time. And get a few more things.
If I were to check with all these vendors, they would be paid for properly.
Oh, fully. There's one really cute one called Creativity. I like him a lot. I was hoping to see him tonight.
Hmm.
You know, the tiefling
And
at the spice market.
what's your deal, Scribbles?
Scribbles is not my name.
Fuck.
And what would it be?
Fuck. 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 Fuck.
Mage will
Fuck.
set their quill down, and they'll stand up. I must apologize. My friend Kaylin recently opened her heart to me tonight. It was quite the reflection of human nature, and it made me realize that a lot of you within this town remind me of my father.
I'd have liked to have met him. Sounds like a strong man.
I killed him. So I ask that you take your routine checkup and routinely leave our ship.
It's not the greatest of nights.
I'm going to need you all to accompany me when I leave. Whether you do that in chains or unconscious, I'll have to leave to you.
Ku,
No.
please let the captain know that we are going to set sail now.
Oh no. Oh no.
We have a series of shots where it zooms in and the big black bars come in. It's Mage's eyes looking at Ku, then Ku glancing over to the officer looking at his friend looking at Ku. We go back to the officer. He looks at Mage, and it's all these bars of eyes as tension builds downstairs. Yeah, you see hands flex on the pommels of swords, tensing up and reaching for the haft of a javelin. And at that, the first one's nerve to break is the captain. He reaches up and blows a whistle that he holds, wears around his neck. And we're gonna roll into some initiative,
Son of a
ladies and
bitch.
gentlemen. Everybody in between.
Oh god, there's extra initiatives here.
Oh god, wait, really? I don't see
Oh.
any.
You
Yeah, I
have
see
to
this
clear
one,
it.
a lot of them, yeah. Okay. That means I get to
Move
roll
all
again.
turns.
Sick.
No, you keep that 10.
No, that's not fair.
It is exactly fair.
No.
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 No, that's impossible. No. Damn it, man.
Had a date hooked up and everything tonight.
Now I have to kill these people.
Oh, I had every intention of killing
yeah,
your date
and-
if they stepped on board without being told.
You think I'm really gonna bring the tiefling on board this ship with the rest of you?
I know, right? With the fucking tiefling races on here.
Tiefling races. Hey,
No, come on.
look, it was just one village genocide.
Yeah. One.
Or three.
Animal.
Like, they were in the way of
Progress.
Whoa! Whoa, Kaylin! Whoa! Never mind. You can take her.
Mage, you're about to light these bitches up.
Oh, you fucking bet.
You guys, oh, are you guys a little bit angry about how you've been treated in this town? I wonder. I hope there's some nice outlet for that feeling.
I was feeling pretty good about this town. Unfortunately, this happened.
Mage isn't angry about how they were treated. Mage is angry about how their friends are feeling and the disrespect these guards are now giving their moment of solace.
Tasty.
Delicious.
Yummy, 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 yummy.
Feast upon it.
Let me open the captain sheet. All right, that should be everybody. Let's check. We got all of the party members. We've got the knights. We've got her. We've got him. We've got him. Him. I didn't roll for Lyanna because she is very drunk. She will go at initiative 0.
I was just saying, Adelante reroll initiative and go to 1 instead of a 10.
I get to keep the 10.
I put the 10 in, yeah.
Okay, good. Good.
Okay, Mage, the whistle has blown. You are up first.
Mage will draw their rapier. Bonus action, Blade Song. I knew not to cast my 8th level spell on Ku this morning.
Good choice.
They will jump up on the table, run across.
Do you kick any glasses of pineapple juice or fresh berries that have been laid out?
Let us see. Do you want that to be an acrobatics?
Yeah, that's fine. Very nice.
Stylish.
Tippity tappity toes. You can see as you run past, this guy is gonna try and swing at you, but in the close quarters, his greatsword is limited in what it can do. 25. Wow.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, you're gonna take 21 slashing damage.
Oh shit.
Gnarly.
Fucking shit.
I'm going to then pierce the lieutenant, I believe he's called, with my rapier.
All right. Both of those are gonna hit. You stab through and then above his half plate.
And then Mage flicks the rapier to splatter the lieutenant's blood, and then gives a little finger waggle for them to come at them. That'll be Mage.
14 and 16. You'll bloody this person with those 2 stabs. Alright, we go upstairs to the Blue Man group, who both draw their everybody. I just realized once again I've created an encounter where everyone has great swords. They
love them. They're pretty
draw their great swords and swing at Adelante twice each.
God damn.
I have 2 23s, a 17, and a 12.
The 23s.
Okay. A
Actually,
flurry
wait.
of. Oh,
Can I? Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna do 2 warding flares.
you can only do 1 because it costs
Okay,
a
so I'll
reaction.
do one of the 23s.
Okay, we'll say the first one. That was the first attack of this one. We'll re-roll. That's an 11 instead. Okay, so that one misses them both their
For this
chops.
one, yeah.
And then this one here is gonna get you with their 23 for 12 slashing damage.
Sick. 12.
Captain Lascalar spins around. He was ready. He had his hand on his weapons. He draws a scimitar and a dagger in his offhand, and he goes for the knight that is reaching for him. Both of those are going to miss.
Yeah.
But this dagger comes in for 6 piercing damage. As he stabs the knight in the wrist, you hear a tabaxi-like yowl of pain from inside the armor. And he steps away from the wheel so he's not backed up into it. Ku! Base just jumped over the table.
I didn't even knock anything over. How courteous. Try to prevent them from ruining everything down here. Pump 3rd level. Both of them.
Old person, okay. The lieutenant gets a 22. The officer gets a 6 and will use one of their charges of Indomitable to re-roll. They got a 19.
Man, spell just doesn't work.
It's
That
crazy.
is-
It's the same stat block.
That is me.
All right, you're good where you are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Minos has the wherewithal to run towards his captain to try and help him, while Minos makes a break for the deck below. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 55, 60, and slams the door of the shitter behind him.
Smart.
He's hiding.
Up on deck with advantage. Minos can swing twice with his mace. Both of those are gonna hit for 11 total bludgeoning. This big lady here is going to grab her heavy weighted spear and, hopping the guardrail, jab it at Kaylin. 2 spear attacks, a 10 and then a 20.
20 will hit.
Okay, for 9 piercing, and then she attempts to slam you with her shield, but a 10 is gonna miss. All right, these boys are going to forgo the little man who ran below deck and come charging across to here. And they're both going to fire crossbow bolts in the direction of Lyanna and Kaylin. A 5 misses Lyanna, a 10 misses Kaylin. We go to these knights up here. One of them is going to attack the captain twice. 19 hits, but a 7 is going to miss. He takes 10 slashing damage. And the other attacks Minos. Both a 14 and a 24 are going to hit for 10 and 8, 18 total, which bloodies Minos. Now we're back below deck. This person that you stabbed, Mage, grabs their chest plate, which is running slick with red blood, and they coalesce their fists in it and whip it out at you. As the blood hardens and tries to bind you, I need a strength save. Okay, you are not bound. You snap the tendrils of blood as they try and wrap themselves around you. You do not, you are not restrained. You do see, however, the wound that you took from the captain seems to embolden this person. Their eyes grow wide. You can see the whites all the way around their pupils. They seem to enter some sort of frenzy as they strike out against you. That's a crit and a 16.
16 on this.
All right, we're gonna do 17 slashing and 6 fire as this man lashes out with a flaming greatsword. Adelante. It's all coming apart.
Yeah. She like basically hefts her hammer off the ground, like puts it over her shoulder. She goes, and I wanted to do this without fighting. And she's gonna try and hit the knight in front of her.
Okay.
Just whack it.
Big ol' hammer.
Big old bong.
Bounce.
Oh, I don't hit him.
Dear.
I did not hit him at all.
That is going to very much miss, unfortunately.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna reroll it.
Okay, once per session.
Screw it.
22 definitely hits.
I hit him that time. And I'll, we'll do Blessed Strikes.
Okay.
Let's get to do it once. Okay. Bonk.
All right, 14 damage to this knight as you slap them upside the head with your hammer.
And then I'm going to Shield of Faith myself. Yay!
Okay. Glittering golden shield of force. Are you good where you are?
I'll move here.
Okay. The one
The
below
spear,
you is
yeah.
gonna stab out at you with her spear, but a 12 is gonna more than miss.
Miss, yes.
All right, we'll go to Kaylin.
Alright, I know you guys are very bright, but it doesn't take an archmage to realize you shouldn't fight when you're so severely outnumbered.
We outnumber you.
Oh, yeah? I'm gonna use the amulet.
Oh boy.
Uh,
Give me 10 spirit.
I will do just that. I made these spirits. I know I did. Where did I
Well-
put them?
Oh yeah, the one I have is the fucking plane shift one.
Mm-hmm.
God.
It says they have stats of a veteran.
I know, but I made one when I gave you guys this. I just have to find where I stored it.
Warrior spirits. Might be in
Warrior.
Albus's collection.
Albus.
Because he had this first.
Albanomicon.
Give me just 1 second. Because I cannot fucking find it anywhere. Warrior Spirits was the name?
What it says on the thing. Like I think it said they had stats of veterans.
Okay.
Where was it? Yeah, veteran statistics.
Okay. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. That's not what I meant to do. And allow me to refresh my own memory. Heroic hosts appear in the nearest unoccupied spaces. Okay. What? You know the command word. What is it?
What is it?
Yeah. You have.
Do you want me to make it up?
Yeah, if you would like.
I don't know. I feel like this is probably some sort of human creation, so it's probably in common.
Okay.
Fuck, I have no idea. It's probably some like warrior shit, like ancient heroes of old.
Okay. I'm fucking
I need
down.
your help.
By the power of Grayskull!
Yeah, something like that.
I'm about to multiply.
All right. You say that, and you hold the amulet up, and the black stone at the center flares with blue and yellow light, and spirits of the dead start pouring out, rapidly gaining solidity as they swirl around you and your enemy. As they stand to, you see one of them here, a slightly different shade, turn towards you and give a crisp salute. Orders, Commander!
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
That's
Kill
bad,
those
man.
ones in the plate.
Talking shit
Will
about
be
war.
done.
End up there. And I point towards the ones attacking the captain. And I look back at this guy like, oh no, magic.
Oh no, magic, you gold.
Give me 1 second. Fucked up real quick.
What hast thou done?
Oh, that's fucked up.
There we go. Okay. A deep.
And I guess I'll just free action pull out my axe.
Okay, you fucking do that. And she quails a little bit as all of these spirits are summoned all around you. Down below the deck, Ku, you are swung against by this very well armored and very proficient fighter. Two big greatsword chops towards you. A crit fail and a 17.
Both miss.
Dip, duck, and dodge out of the way. He stays back to back with his compatriot for the moment. Oh, Minos continues to hide. Minos continues to hide. Minos swings. 21 is gonna hit, 10 is not for 8 bludgeoning. And then we're back at the top of the turn order with Mage.
I need the guy in front of me to make a dex saving throw.
Oh my
Okay.
god!
11.
Oh,
Dope.
oh,
Goodbye.
He takes 75 force damage
that's
That's
foul.
into dust. And Mage is going to look at the captain and ready their blade. You have one chance to run.
Foul mages!
Just
I'll
the one.
take you all!
That will be Mage.
Do you want to give me an intimidation?
Sure. With my whopping -1.
Hmm.
Damn.
He doesn't immediately look terrified or ready to flee. But perhaps that shall not stay that way.
A poor choice.
Is that you?
That is Mage.
Oh fuck, dude, that's terrible.
Okay. One of these knights is gonna come at you, Adelante. The other is gonna turn and start going for the mass of people that have appeared behind them. A 23 and a 25, which is a crit.
Yeah.
11 and
yeah.
then 14 slashing. 25 total. I need 2 con saves for you.
Con?
2 con saves, please.
Hit. Okay, come on. Dude, awesome.
Both of those save. You're still maintaining your concentration.
Yes, should the fate stays.
All right, we go next to the Capitan,
Capitan.
who has advantage now. 24 is gonna hit, as is a 20. 14 is gonna miss. Bloodying this knight as he moves away towards the stairs. Ku.
I pull out one of the three family, the cannibal's knife.
Cheer.
You're really that hungry, now's the time. And we are going to try and sink it straight into this man's joints.
28 definitely sinks.
Holy shit.
The fury of the small.
Fury of the sneak attack.
You fucking stabbed this guy right in the rib cage, just lower than where you would need to be to puncture a lung or the heart. But your knife digs in deep, and as you pull it out, there's a perfect slice of flesh laid out upon it like a beautiful piece of sashimi.
Good boy. And that is me.
Alright, we're at Minos. I double did his turn last time, I won't do it this time. A crit for Minos!
Yeah!
Big 9 damage, and he's going to stay where he is, unfortunately, because he doesn't want to turn his back on that other guy. Now we go for all these boys.
This is like Return of the King.
Just the wave of undead washing over these knights and swarming around them. You see almost all of them cast shields to the side and grip longswords two-handed. This is going to be quite a few attacks, so bear with me. That should have been an advantage. Okay, 22 and then 24 hit for 22 damage from that one. Then a crit and a 17 is 24. Then 21 would hit, or 21 does hit, but an 18 is going to miss. This one parries for 10 damage. Two-handed. 12 misses, 25 hits for 10. No advantage on this guy. 17 and a 7 both miss. Then these two over here both don't have advantage. 2. 1, 2. Okay. Parries the 19. The 18's gonna hit for 6. Then this guy has advantage from Adelante. 20 hits for 8. This is a very fun way to play the game. 17
The
misses,
DM's doing
7
all the
misses,
combat for us.
10 misses, 6 misses. Okay, that's all of the knights, or all of the spirits. This guy here looks particularly nearly dead. This guy is nearly bloodied. And the two behind you, Adelante, are scratched and scuffed, but not bloodied either of them yet. Kaylin, you are accosted by a woman with a spear and a shield. She tries to bash you with the shield. A 20 to hit you.
That's a hit.
Okay, 7 bludgeoning damage, and I need a strength save. Alright, you are not knocked prone. She fucking tries to knock you prone again, slamming into you, but a 16 is gonna miss. She'll go for the spear with the last attack, a 19.
Miss.
Alright. Then we are at these knights, who are beleaguered, to say the least. 1, 2, okay, 25 hits for 18. And this one's gonna go for that same one. 19 and a 16 both hit for 7 and 9. 16 total. Bloodying this warrior spirit here. Then we're up at these knights, who see the danger below them and are going to continue trying to restrain those that they see. One in the rear is going to turn on Minos, cracking him in the back of the head with a great sword. 18 does hit for 11 And again, 17 to lay Minos out unconscious on the deck. This one goes for the captain. 14 is going to miss, but a 16 is going to hit, cutting him along the leg for 9 and bloodying the captain. Or actually, not quite bloodying the captain. Adelante. A wash of spirits is coming towards you. They are adamant on coming through the knights.
Jesus. This is no good up there. Okay, yeah. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this attack of opportunity. I'm gonna go up there. So I'll run up to the top of the stairs here.
They both have parried since their last turn, so they're both gonna not be able to
Oh, they
attack
can't.
of opportunity you.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah.
They are very busy trying not to die.
Yeah. I am going to. What was that? From here to here, 1 feet. Extra turn. Sorry. Yeah, I took my extra turn. Here. I can't have fucking dude over there dying. Is he dying, or does it look like they just knocked him out? Can I
He's
do it?
snoring on the deck, but he's got quite a few teeth and a mouthful of blood that's spilling out. He doesn't look great.
Interesting.
He looks like he got hit in the face by a mailed fist.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and beat this guy in the face with a hammer.
Okay.
16.
A 16 is not going to hit, blocked by outstretched hand catching your hammer and turning it to the side, so it slams into the deck instead.
Sure, we'll do healing word for the little guy over here.
Minos.
Okay. We'll just call it first.
Okay.
Oh, ignore the 4.
6 heal. Okay. Huh?
You might want to get out of there.
The fuck? Oh shit! All right, we'll go to Kaylin.
Alright. Bonus action, casting Thunderous Smite on my weapon.
Ooh.
Gonna move here. Something I should have done last turn. Contact Ruin. The door's not locked, but he is an animal, so he might have to bust through the door.
The fucking Kool-Aid man.
Yeah. Is that cool?
Why don't you have Ruin make an intelligence check as you command them to come out?
Its intelligence is 6.
That's decent. Yeah, Ruin can open a door. Ruin is at least as smart as a Velociraptor.
Alright, Ruin will have to
I hate
squeeze. He has movement. But Ruin has a lot of movement. So, as a fine grade of steed, any spell that I cast that targets only myself also targets my steed. So now he is also affected by Thunderous Smite.
Oh shit.
How does that work? So is it whichever of you goes first, that one gets it?
I
Is it
believe
the
you
next?
both get it.
It's a duplication of the spell.
Yeah, you both get the spell, like... And, oh, well, it's concentration. I've only ever really used this for, like, shield of faithing, so...
Yeah, I don't know how that. What's it was greater steed.
It just literally says, you can make any spell you cast that targets only you also target them now.
Does the spell target you, or does it target your weapon?
Mm,
That's because otherwise I'll give it
I
to you.
mean, the range itself.
But what's the? It says it usually says the like.
Requirement.
Yeah, it like it some like for example, Eldritch Blast you can only fire at a creature. You can't do it at just a point. Is that a thing?
The only word that says target in this is when you hit the target
Mm.
with the weapon attack. I mean, that's fine. I'll just.
No, I
I'll
mean
just-
I know I
I
would
have
like
no.
to...
I don't know if it's how it works, so it's okay.
I'd give it to you. I would say you could have it come from you or Ruin.
Okay.
Because
well,
the spell ends on the next attack. I think.
I was
That's
gonna
my
attack
read.
first anyway. So.
Okay.
Where's my weapon? Oh, pound.
Jesus
my-
Christ, both of those definitely hit.
Smite, smite, smite.
So there's the first one. There's the Thunder Smite.
Strength save versus being pushed. Okay. So 12, 16 is 28, plus 6 more is 32.
Jeremy
And-
Crawford confirmed that smites, like Blinding Smite, would not apply to your Fine and Greater Steed because it activates when you hit an enemy. Therefore, it applies to more than just.
Yeah, okay, it's consumed on the hit. Okay.
Strength save. Oh Jesus. That was a critical fail. So
Oh,
they are
she's
knocked.
prone.
So she's knocked prone. So you have double advantage on the second strike, which crits, which
Nope.
is perfect.
Makes sense. As she's prone, I'm just gonna. I used my 4th level slot already to cast Find Person, so I'll use a 3rd level slot.
Oh no, only 8d8. Jesus. Okay. 22 plus 12 plus 19 plus 5 is 58 more damage. Jesus. And then Rune Attack. So 12 is gonna miss, but another crit's gonna do it for 15 more. I mean, she goes from healthy to looking like if that second beak attack hadn't been blocked by her shield, she would be dead.
You know, if you showed up like an hour earlier, this would have probably been a friendly interaction.
Fuck you. Is that you?
That's me. Yeah.
All right, we're downstairs.
Little did they
Big-
expect to be disintegrated, vaporized, and eviscerated in every faction.
Yeah. We're gonna have a heel kick towards the table, scattering everything. As he gets out from in between the two of you, he's gonna chop once at each of you. Ku first. Ku, great sword, 18.
Shield.
Shield bounces off. Growls, swings at mage. 14 goes well wide. Then you see him reach and grab his chest, and he takes a deep breath as if steadying himself for a longer combat. And you see some of his wounds close by a force of his own will. You'll not have me. Not yet. I'll never die to a magic user.
It'll be sooner than later.
Minos is shitting his pants. Mage.
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself to increase
Okay.
my armor class by 3. And Mage is just gonna nod to Ku, or tilt her head towards Ku and be like, "I'm not the one you should be worried about." That'll be my turn.
Okay. We are back in Nighttown. Population these nights. They have advantaged against being frightened, but yeah, I mean with a 15 and 17, they're trained. Maybe not for this, but they're trained certainly. They both go in focusing on one of the warrior spirits as they're trained to do. Okay. only one of their 4 strikes is going to hit this guy here between them and Lyanna for 9 slashing. And that's fucking them. They just chop in a coordinated series 4 times and repeatedly miss as the other spirits are getting in the way. Oop, I skipped Captain's turn. He'll fucking run around and get next to Minos, try and protect him a little bit better, and go for this knife between the two of you, who doesn't look too healthy. 22 hits for 4, 20 hits for 9,
Oh.
and
Booyah.
in a flurry of protective captainliness, he wastes this knight very, very quickly.
Wow, good job, Captain.
Yep, get Minos out of here! And he's trying to drag the body with them, with him as he moves towards the other set of stairs. But he can't get very far yet. Coop.
Very upset that this rude motherfucker just spilt everything. Slight kick a chair, tilt, and then step over the fucking table to the other side of the room.
Okay, I'll say it is difficult terrain, but you can easily make it there.
Alright. And we are pulling out the spoon as well.
Spoon, 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 spoon.
Well, spoon's offhand for the moment.
Oh.
Cannibal knife hasn't had its time to shine, and this is a fine meal for it.
I'm sorry, Coop, but it is the spoon.
Very well then.
You find your knife in your opposed hand.
You'll both get a rotation. First, then the spoon.
16 is going to miss.
And then knife for the offhand.
26 is going to hit.
Small damage.
There's a growl in your mind. You're not sure which hand it came from.
Now, stop arguing. Everyone's getting a taste.
Ah! Fucking clean that thing. Yeah, I'll wash it in your blood when I'm done. Is that you, Coop?
You'd be lucky to see any of my blood. That's me.
Half movement to stand up, disengage action, Minos pulled by the captain towards the stairs.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright, here we go again.
Rotate,
1,
rotate.
2, parry the first one, 5 slashing on the second. This guy's nearly dead. Stab the first one, 19 hits for 10. They die. This one's gonna step here and still with advantage. 22 hits for 11. 1, 2, 12 misses, 24 hits for 7. 21 hits for 5. 18 is parried. And the 19 for 5 more. And this guy is still alive, surrounded on all sides by spirits. Let's go to these boys up here. Let's see the only non-advantage one first. He misses with both. Starting with Mr. Yellow. 15's miss, 12 misses. 12 misses, 25's gonna hit this one here for 15. Bloodying them finally. Then the south guys. 24 hits, as does a 24. 2 bloodies this guy. 18 would hit, but will be parried away, and a 7's gonna miss. Alright, Mrs. Prone stands. It is going to enter what seems like a rage and recklessly attack at Kaylin. Shield, 22 to hit.
Hit.
9 bludgeoning, and I need a strength save.
Oh. Be a cheeky fuck.
Oh my goodness. Alright, they forego the shield, dropping it to the ground and jab the spear at you twice two-handed. 27 and a 20.
Both hit.
Okay. 26 damage on the first, because it was a crit, and 15 on the second.
Oh, not bad.
Alright, this knight here is going to have his nerve break a little bit, disengaging and running 30 feet towards the gangplank.
It's a lot of attack of opportunities.
Disengage gets rid of all attacks of opportunity.
Damn, if only one had Sentinel.
If only. God, imagine you summon 10 people, all with Sentinel. You
Christ.
dominate the battlefield immediately. Eeny, meeny, miny, Adelante. Adelante, I need you to make a contested strength check as this knight runs at you and tries to shove you in the chest.
Just straight up strength.
Yes, or athletics.
Yeah. Do I roll first or?
I have rolled.
Oh.
Okay, a 12 will resist. He makes a second attempt, shoving again at your chest with a second attack. A little bit stronger this time. He rolled an 8 on the first one. And a 17 is going to beat his 12 as you plant your feet and grab his hands. He's jabbing at you with the hilt of his long, great sword, trying to shove you into the water, but he's unable to. It's your turn, Adelante.
Awesome. I'm like holding, like we're holding on to like his sword or something he's trying to push me off with, I'd imagine.
Mm-hmm.
And I like spin around and I'm gonna try and push him off instead.
So the shove action only moves them 5 feet.
Okay.
What you could do is try and grapple him, and then
Sure,
use your
yeah.
movement to pull him off.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that.
Okay. Alright, contested athletics to grapple. I'll unwhisper for this. God, another 8. Okay, you have him grappled with
Yeah.
your main action. Okay, you can move him at half your speed.
Yeah, I'll move him off the side of the boat.
Okay, as you try and toss him over the side, I'm gonna have you do another contested
Yeah.
athletics.
Go.
Come on, dude, roll.
He
Alright.
goes off. I throw
With
him off.
there's a scream and then a splash.
Yeah, you hear Adelante like he like charges into her and slams in, and she like grabs his like hands over the sword, and you hear her like grunt. She goes, "Ah," and she just pulls him over, and just like you see him flip over the side.
You hear a meaty smack of him hitting the inside of his armor, and the muffled shriek that bubbles off.
Nice.
Is that you?
Bonus action. Let's go. I have 1/3 level slot. And like some movement. So it's half to like get over it to pull him.
Yeah, so you've used
So
20
another
feet
hit
of your
roll.
move. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'll move like here with my last time.
Okay.
And then I guess I can mass healing word.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll hit everyone that I want to.
Okay, you heal all the knights? Right?
No.
Oh.
They
Sure.
can get
They're nice
revenge.
guys. They all have families.
They're nice
use
guys.
I use a 4th level.
Got them. Okay.
Oh damn, that was
Everybody receives 7 healing. You can see that the spirits are unaffected, though you left them able to be targeted.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
we'll go to Kaylin.
All right. What do I know about the culture of the lifeless yonder? Is it like if you die in battle, that's cool, sort of deal?
Differing people have different beliefs. The more martial of people all over the world do have that belief. That's probably one tenet that you hold fairly well, like to die a good death, be that on a battlefield or performing some service to war.
Alright. I'm mad. So
yeah.
I want to non-lethally fucking try to cut this woman's arm off. That's good.
Non-lethally cut an arm off.
You know, give her an extremely bad.
You're not
wound
you're
without killing
not
her.
a surgeon
You know.
or anything
You're
like
also
that.
hitting her with an axe.
Your axe also does necrotic, horrible magic
Well,
and
if she
passive smiting.
does, she does.
If she dies, she
The
dies.
fucking
18
villain arc ever.
Would hit. She doesn't have a shield.
I like how the villain arc is me trying to non-lethal someone.
Well, non-lethal a fucking arm off, bro.
Look. Look, I may be
non-lethally
trying to
chop an
non-lethal
arm.
them
Would you
because
really call it non-lethal?
because
This is in
what's it
Diego
Josh
Montoya
said? Not
territory.
lewdly, not lewdly.
Yeah,
Not
non-
lethally. Not lethally.
Not lewdly meant lewdly though. That's what it meant. Oh god. I don't think you can not. I think you're gonna have to choose between hacking off a limb that has an artery that connects directly to your heart and non-lethal. I think that I'm gonna be a bad DM and impose that restriction. I'm sorry.
Wait, Josh. Title this one non-lethally.
Session 17, non-lethally.
Non-lethally
Non-lethally,
discorporate
though.
somebody.
Look, I just think she's like a fighter type. She probably is like, yeah, dying battle's fine. If she lives in battle, that's shameful.
That's more than enough to reduce her to 0. So, are you going for the arm chop, or are you trying to hit her with your...
I
Like-
think do some damage, but I purposely don't want to kill her.
Okay. You
Just to annoy her.
You flip the axe around and just with the biggest hammer blow crush her chest in the front of her armor, and she gasps and goes down, and you watch her eyes roll back into her head.
Alright, which way is the dock? North?
Yes. I used these 3 squares here. The ones. So this, like, it's like 15 feet long.
Alright, I'm gonna use the rest of my turn to drag her this way.
Have the bird.
Okay.
eaten.
Mr. Champion is going to go and do a strikety strike upon the very dangerous Ku Poshak with 2 great swords. An 18 and a 21.
Shield.
That will block both.
Yeah. 23 AC.
Alright. And then a 26.
That'll it. That was my reaction.
Alright, 18 slashing on that one. And they're gonna step out into the hallway here.
Shiv him on the run.
You shielded.
That's right.
There are loud crapping sounds from the bathroom. Mage.
What the fuck?
Minos is not a fighter.
I can tell.
He rolled only nat 1s the last time you guys were in a fight.
He suffers nervous sphincter.
Yeah, you're not really in the wall there, Mage. It's just a slightly awkwardly sized map. Thank you.
Mage is gonna run around them and lift their hand up. Do you hear the cries above deck? I assume they're your men. So, whatever death spot you go, to an afterlife, for whatever god you decide to pray, remember that this may be your darkest moment, and I need him to make a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay, so that's a 4. He's gonna use his second charge of Indomitable to try and reroll. And that's an 11.
Oh no, he's
Dust,
dead.
dust.
He's
dust.
dead.
79.
What level was that at?
8th.
Oh my
God.
fucking
I upcasted
God.
it.
He
Uh,
disintegrated this boy.
80 7? Right?
Oh, yeah. Ignore the 5.
Okay. For the first time, Mage, you watch as your disintegrate spell does not remove someone from existence. You extend your hand out, and the tendrils of green reach out and sap into his body, literally turning his flesh into sand that begins to fall to the ground. But he is still standing, even as the skin falls away to reveal blood and muscle that pours down across the deck from this grievous, near life-ending wound. He is still alive for the first time when you cast this spell against a living creature.
It's okay.
We don't take kindly to mages.
Oh my fucking god, bro.
Yo ass
That'll
gonna
be me.
die pretty soon.
Alright, it's the knights. They're up on deck. They are desperately trying to survive. 12 and 7 will bloody one of these warrior spirits. That is all they can fucking do. The captain is going to run to the rear of the ship. I assume we need to make a hasty exit, and he is like pulling his knife taut against the rope attached to one of the anchors. He's looking to you, Atalante. You're the boss.
Oh, what did he say again?
He said, I assume we need to make a quick exit.
Oh, probably, yeah. We
Okay.
don't want to stay here.
He cuts the anchor free, and has 5 feet more to start making his way back towards the front of the ship. He says, Minos, get to the prow! Cool.
Whispering to the spoon because I assume that's the one that was grumbling. Alright. The eyes are fresh for plucking right now. We are going for that scoop.
Scoop, scops, skeet up. I believe.
Come on, scoop!
I believe in a me that believes it. 25 is definitely gonna hit.
Give me them eyes.
Ku, you black out. You wake up straddling this corpse, a pair of bloody eyeballs held in your hands. Oops. Mage, you just watched Ku, a barrel smile spread across her face as she launched herself almost from all 4 limbs up onto this guy, wrapped her legs around his neck, snapped it, and then gouged out his eyes as he choked on his own blood.
Yeah, we're going to unpack that later.
What? Everything's fine, don't worry about it.
You're worse sly yet.
I don't know what you're talking about. You got ship to clear.
I will shuffle by. The little bonus action dash. Get up on deck. Figure out what's going on.
You see 10 strange otherworldly spirits covered and splattered in gore, their flesh sick and cold looking.
Are we getting attacked by a lich again?
Not liches, it's just bitches.
Alright.
That is me.
Not liches, bitches.
I meant 7th level, not 8th level. For disintegrate. I accidentally said I cast it at 8th level. I cast it at 7th. It's a 6th level spell.
No worries. Minos is running towards that other anchor. The warrior spirits. Some of them give chase.
Oh god.
None of them have bows.
Splash.
Don't leave the ship.
Oh, they're gonna kill that guy.
They don't have to breathe, I assume, so they're gonna go straight into the water to get him.
Some of them are drawing crossbows, you see, Kaylin.
Oh shit! I'm gonna shoot him to death.
Well, first 3 of them get a chance to stab him. One of them does. For death amount of
Oh
damage.
my god! They murdered him. Holy. I want to tell you the way I imagine these like warrior spirits killing somebody is like they just surround him, stab him in like the back of the knee, and then they just pile on him and murder him. That's the way I imagine it. Like zombies, like they just pile on top of the dude and just murder him.
Fucking horde style.
Which is terrifying.
Yeah, because they don't have to worry about getting hurt at all. They're just going back to the afterlife.
Damn, that dude, he got a running start. I was totally gonna shoot him.
Okay, so the 4 remaining up here all still have their heavy crossbows, and they're gonna fire at the 2 remaining live ones.
Oh shit. Oh. Ooh. Ow.
Okay, one of them catches a crossbow bolt and goes down.
Oh my god, this is terrible. Oh shit, that guy's drowning, isn't he?
Yeah, it's gonna be a horrible, painful, slow death.
You actually do hear a gasp as with a fucking 16, this
Ooh.
knight swims back up to the surface and starts making their way for the dock. They use the rest of their movement to pull themselves up onto the dock.
Oh, hell no. We're leaving soon, yeah?
I'm gonna say he's gonna dash.
Damn.
30 feet right there. Adelante. You can
yeah.
see 2 knights remaining. Who's just come up holding a very bloody knife and spoon. The
Wanna
pocket
run
that's
here?
dripping suspiciously.
I wanna run here.
I bet
Then-
you are.
We already did magic. I might as well fucking do magic to kill this dude.
Yeah, I mean, you made a warding flare on your first turn.
Yeah, I already, I'm gonna,
Whoa, killing a fleeing enemy?
yeah,
Ooh.
screw him.
Wow,
And we're on a
Adelante.
covert
Not very
mission.
forgiveness.
What do you mean?
Where's
We're-
the justice?
Look, this is justice. He's a racist.
Wow. I mean, he's just taking orders.
No, you can't do that to me.
I can and I will.
Just taking orders.
Would
No.
you really attack someone that you had already thrown off and is the one of 2 people to run? Would you really? Oh, cleric of Ashur.
But if he sees us, then we have more problems. Or
They
if he
they are
does-
not the only people on the dock.
Fuck. Fine, I'll let him go.
I
No, I think
I just
you're
wanted to
right.
challenge your character.
No, I
maybe you
think
should have gotten
you're right.
conquest.
I think you're right. I don't think she would have done it. She
Okay.
let her run away. I can't stand there. It's the fucking dudes are there. I'll just shoot this guy. Sacred Flame.
Okay. That's a big 10.
He got a 10. Dang, he's dead.
What does that
Caitlin
look like?
looks up at you like,
I just like raised my hammer and like basically like a bolt of fire just like comes out and it just hits him in the back. Okay, well, we're done with that.
All right, we'll go to Kaylin then.
I'm gonna continue to drag this woman over here.
Oh, you were dragging. Okay. My
Yes,
apologies.
drag. That's why I didn't make an attack against this guy.
Gotcha.
And I'll tell the ghost to stand down.
Okay.
Mm,
Yes, ma'am. The crisp sound of 10 sets of feet hitting the deck and snapping to attention.
I wanna set her up on like the ledge, like the border,
Yeah.
ready to like drop her off. And
Like over the side or roll her down the gangplank?
no, like over the side into the water,
Okay, so you'd throw her here.
like right on the ledge. Like the only thing holding her back is like me.
Okay.
And I was like, you know, sometimes it's more shameful to live. And I'll begin to push her off, and as I do it, I'll lay on hands for 1 health.
Oh. You. It's very Inception, the kick, as you push her over, and a bolt of red healing light flares into her eyes, and she cracks her eyes open, and goes over and splashes into the water. Thankfully, she's not wearing plates, so she's not gonna immediately drown. But she splutters and is starting to go under. Is that you, Kaylin?
She'll be fine.
Okay, then we'll go to Mage.
Oop.
You come up above deck. You can hear the beginnings of ringing of alarm bells somewhere in the city. And there are raised voices in the nearby warehouses, which are rapidly clearing of people.
I can see this guy, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, he's pell-mell down the dock.
Hmm. Ooh.
16 is going to miss.
Ooh, not unless I use my once per session. Man.
Once per session. 29 is definitely going to hit for 18 fire. Bloodying this night. They scream as their armor begins to heat up and cook them from the inside.
That'll be mage.
Okay. Captain Lascalar runs over to the helm of the ship, uses his action to spin the wheel, and then runs to the side here and begins letting out the sails as quickly as he can. Get your damn brother up here, Minos! Cool. If you would like to help, you can make a wisdom check to assist in trying to get the boat out of port quicker.
I will.
Okay?
Not going to be great, but I will do my best. I will use my once per.
Okay.
It's better than a 1.
Cool. You know that doing nothing is better than doing the wrong thing.
That's about it. Ah! Running around the ship.
Get my damn brother!
Right. That's our first thought. It's like, especially the sound, like, get the man who pooping.
You're pooping?
Fucking full dash down here. They're all gone! Come on! We need your help getting out of port!
Incoherent babbling. Do you kick the door?
I'm gonna. Well, actually, it would have just been a bonus action to dash. Could I fucking just, like, speed lock pick it?
You can try at disadvantage.
I will do that. Use tools.
You slide across the well-polished floors on your knees, land at the lock with your lockpicks already out. You speed unlock the door, it slams outwards. Minos' trousers down on the toilet.
Come on! We need you to get this ship out of port now! No one else is on deck!
Okay. Pulling his pants up. Minos is up. Minos runs towards the other anchor and cuts the rope. The warrior spirits are all standing at attention. This guy. These are running. These are running real fast. Help, mages! Help! Adelante. There's a woman who is starting to come up for air off the side of the ship in front of you, gasping and spluttering.
Yep, let her gasp and splutter.
Okay.
She'll
Would
leave.
you like to try and help get the ship out of port?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me a wisdom save or a wisdom check. Excuse me.
Wow.
Adelante, you know that one of the most important things is going to be getting away from the dock as quickly as possible. There are several rods that you can use to push off of the dock, but you're going to need to detach the gangplank first.
Okay. Yeah, just like run over to it, unhook it, pull it up.
Okay. Action, you grab it and heave it over the side, and the corpse that was on it splashes into the water.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, pull it up, like he falls in, start to go run over to the rod, like flick it up with my foot and like start pushing.
Okay. You are definitely going to need assistance with that. Speaking of, Kalen.
Alright, any of you warriors that have been on a ship before, listen to the captain. Also, don't watch me. I'm gonna quickly check these dead bodies if they have any coins. It's so poor.
We'll resolve money. Yeah, I'll resolve that.
Yeah.
Kalen, you run over and start checking them for anything
Because I
important.
want to like quickly check them. If they don't have anything, I'll get Ruin to throw their corpse overboard.
No, no.
too.
Sure.
They're
Give me
armors
And at least
with
investigation.
have their
money.
corpses. Give it
Give
what?
me investigation.
Beep, 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 ba, ba, ba.
You don't find anything.
Oh, Ruin's throwing it overboard.
No!
Wait, what's their armor marked up?
The
with?
armor's fucking expensive!
Yeah, we should appropriate that armor, you know.
A splash.
It's
Make
already-
sure it doesn't land on that nice
What?
lady.
Kayla doesn't give a fuck.
Such as seawater, it's already worth nothing. Don't throw the others off. No, stop.
Mage.
Let's try it.
27 hits for a perfect 23.
Damn, he died.
And
What
then
does
Mage
that
will
look like, Mage?
Mage underhand throws a little spick of fire as it hurls through the air.
What'd you call it?
There you
Spit
go, there
of
you go.
fire. My bad. A spit of
Sorry.
fire.
Bad joke.
Hurls it underhand. It flies out, hits the armor, and then there's like a 1-2 second pause, and then it explodes into a all-consuming flame. And then Mage will look over, and now we can go.
With everyone's help above deck, you guys are able to quickly get out of the port. The captain orders all of the warrior spirits to grab oars and begin rowing backwards out of port, even as you are all unfurling the sails and beating feet as quickly as possible. Congratulations, everyone. You have solved my being in a very hostile city puzzle.
Don't know if we solved it, but
I cannot, like, I was not going into this expecting that I would be the one to cause the drama. I was like, I'm gonna have to babysit Mage, man.
Everyone can mark down 2,500 experience for that combat. And we will be setting out onto the bay. You will be just reaching the bay proper as night falls. Thank you, Caitlin.
it's a good practice.
Thank you guys all very, very much for coming to today's session. This is where we're gonna end and pick up next time. Good job.
You owe us 20 minutes.
Okay. Well, guys, what would you guys like to do on the boat for the last 20 minutes? Post-fight.
Skill check.
I have to piss so bad, desperately. I'll be right back.
Okay, one day we'll leave.
Never.
That may have been my fault.
One day we'll get to the split continent.
Doubt.
We should do a time skip. Boom. We're there.
And miss out on all this Gloria XP?
We might at least get one level in this entire voyage.
I believe in it. That's another level we didn't have.
That's more spells.
I'm gonna multi-class.
That's 8th level spells, actually, I believe. Which means I can show everybody the horror of a spell called Dark Star.
We're like a quarter of the way there. Dark
gotta-
Star is definitely a horror of a spell.
I gotta look at the shit that I get.
Meanwhile, Mage just got to witness the fucking de-eyeballing of a man.
You fucking rendered another person to dust.
Adelante, why couldn't of you have just said, yeah, Petra's fine?
It's not true. She never lied about it.
When I already know, like, your prediction skills are very good. I'm like, well, it's true then. Guess Petra's a fucking lich now.
Yeah, happens.
Does it happens? I ain't never been a witch in my life.
Liches get stitches?
I return. Apologies.
Welcome back.
Hello. We've come to the conclusion that we should spend the 20 minutes fast travel to the Split Continent.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys
spend the last
arrive.
minutes.
Oh my
Yeah, let's go.
No.
Who's calling me?
We get halfway there. We go from here, and then we like have a montage, and then we're all the way down here.
Oh, I also didn't mention it, but the captain did come back with 3 books for you, Mage.
Ah.
Nice.
Huh. On sailing, I assume.
No, you asked for blank notebooks.
Oh, did I?
Yes, yes, you did.
I do not remember my own request.
I'm cleaning up the fucking lower deck for goddamn dinner and fucking checking whatever the champion has as I clean him up and store a few extra things away.
Alrighty.
Loot.
Yes, you guys have several bodies to get after. There are. Here, let me clean up the battlefield a bit.
Loot, 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 loot.
Okay, there are 1, 2, 3,
4 bodies to
Yes.
yes, to be
Consumed.
looted. 3 knights and 1 champion. Great swords and plate mail can be recovered from any of them. If anyone would like to roll me an investigation, either for all 4 or for 1 each, you may do so.
I'm checking the champion out.
Give me an investigation. You find a piece of paper, providing orders to detain everyone aboard the Lucy and bring them in for questioning. It is signed by the Duke of Riftine.
What an asshole.
You also find a money pouch containing 10 freshly minted platinum coins.
Delicious.
Awesome.
Because Koo needs more money.
I do.
I think we should give all
I
the
just
money
bought
to
all the
Koo.
food for the travel. Fuck you.
Kayla has no money.
Mrs. Rich Bitch.
That's right, bitch.
Yeah, Kaylin, are you searching
Maybe you
these
got
knights
a
up
more
here?
couple more skills, like how to.
Yeah. I was gonna just keep checking their pockets for coins and then throwing their bodies overboard unless someone stopped me.
No.
Yeah,
And I'm
Adelante
like,
was stopping
yeah,
you.
These guys have. We don't need their bodies. They should get to be buried or something. Not just thrown in the ocean. It'd be a shame to get thrown in the ocean when you die.
Oh.
As you already threw one in the ocean, you fucking hypocrite.
Bro, right next to the fucking dock.
Yes, they're going to swim to the bottom of that dock and get them.
Hey, a woman literally saw me do it.
You can roll me 1 or 3 investigations, Kaylin.
Or one.
Alright, you don't find any money on them. The 3, surprisingly. You do find a strange piece of jewelry that they all wear around their necks. It's almost like a heart split into 3 pieces rather than 2. All the pieces match up.
Hmm.
Ooh. Maybe they're into like relationships with like 3 people or something. I don't know what this means.
Ruin pecks at the neck flesh.
Ooh.
Yummy.
Yeah, Kaylin realizes we're a little bit further away from the docks than before, and she's like, now what do I do with the corpses?
Armor's gonna be difficult to sell. It is guard armor. It does have the. And he points to the large embossed R.
Oh.
Not easy to move.
That's an R for Captain Rascal.
Captain Rascal.
R.
sorry.
H-E. Yeah,
Should
you're
we
not.
should we dump it?
Mm. Sure.
And if we can't sell it, no, you just keep spinning it around. Somebody can see it, you know.
Enjoy the ocean, unknown stranger.
Because we don't have a place to bury them, and we have to throw them over. They're just gonna start to rot and stink.
Keep them in your room. It's already full of disgusting feathers. Anyway, sorry about that. They were just sort of really annoying. And I wasn't really in the mood. They even shot at Liana and she wasn't even fighting. That's
There
pretty
was a fight?
psychotic.
Lyanna like pulls her face up from the deck.
Oh,
What?
God.
Yeah, you got shot by a crossbow and it like bounced off your shoulder pad.
I feel fine.
But you got shot.
No, you got shot.
No, well, yeah. No, I didn't get shot, but I got hit, yeah.
See? You're thinking of Valente killing. Being silly. And we're both pretty. You gotta keep your ladies straight.
What is she talking about?
What is Lyanna ever talking about?
Oh,
Mage
she's,
were-
oh, she's still, okay.
I think she needs to go home.
Hey, can you, like, cure someone's drunkenness with a spell?
Lesser
I
restoration,
actually-
yes.
I would so do it to her. And ruin her drunk.
Yeah, I think I can also remove like poison with lay on
good.
hands.
I'll just do it.
Hey, oh god, were you in a fight? Did
Yeah.
I win?
Yeah, you got shot at.
What the hell? I feel okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
I mean, I said that.
It's because I
What?
fixed you up.
Do you need a heal?
No.
Is everybody
Oh,
okay?
actually, I could use one. If you wouldn't mind.
Sure.
I'm not saying I'm hurt, but just said it was multiple like spear wounds.
Yeah, she'll heal you, Kaylin, and Mage, and Minos for 15.
Nice. That's good.
She plays you a quick song. Yeah, that is all I had for tonight.
Yeah.
Alright. Do you want to do the thing, mate?
Yes, we
same
have
thing.
things to talk about, and then I will have to run. So thank you all for coming. I will
Thank
be
you.
departing to the downstairs D&D,
Hmm?
and
Yeah.
then not coming back.
Thank
Uh-huh.
you so much.
Alright, thanks for the run, guys.
Piss.
We all live.
Oh,
Nothing went wrong.
Night, Gordon. Thanks for coming.
Good night.
Ba-dum. Ba-dum, ba-dum.
Thank you so much for
Ba-dum.
playing my game.
Thank you so much for playing
So
my
long,
game.
Bowser.
Thank you so much for playing my game.
Woo! To all the lovely
This-
viewers out there.
This summon spirits thing doesn't have a cooldown, but I'm gonna assume it's like a week, like the horn.
Probably. For all those who are still viewing, I will bid you good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night. Sweet dreams to those who are going to bed, and have a good day to those who are staying awake. Till next time, ladies and gentlemen.